run fouled off. 3-2 on George.
Yeah, if George can produce at the plate, Milton, the young kid just finished his sophomore season at West. He's a good defender. If he can produce at the plate, he'll get playing time on this post-100 team.
All right, infield moves. The middle infielders move into the grass, edge of the grass, and the pitch is grounded to the second baseman. And he'll hold that runner at third, throw to first, gets George 4-3 for out number 2, and it's going to be up to Clay Fuller.
A little surprised, Milton, on the crack of the bat there. Ball wasn't hit that hard that Heath King didn't attempt to come in and score that first run of the night. But he stayed put.
He is still at third base. Cherryville's had a runner at third in the first inning, now here in the second inning as well. Still haven't produced a run yet. Scoreless tie in the bottom of the second here at Prairie Field, and it's left-hand hitter Clay Fuller. And the pitch swung on and missed. Strike one on Fuller. Fuller starting out in center field tonight.
Good looking young man too, good size.
Yeah, I was getting there to say, I believe he's grown since high school. Looks bigger in that post-100 uniform. There's a strike. 0-2 on Fuller.
No score here, Milton, bottom of the second inning. And actually the sky's looking less and less threatening.
You're right about that. Swing and a miss, and Fuller taken care of, and Cherryville comes up with no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. We played 2, still 0-0 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug and TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. Back in just a moment.
Discover something for everyone at the Red Rabbit 27 shops in Lincoln. For women, you'll find handbags, sunglasses, garden decor, and more. For men, there's outdoor furniture, garden tools, saddles, boots, and chaps. For kids, check out the selection of children's clothes, doll clothes, and baby blankets too. Everyone will love the birdhouses, artwork, pottery, plants, wicker furniture, antique furniture, and jewelry too. Located on Highway 27 east of Lincoln, Red Rabbit 27 open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-240-4448.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Your Train Comfort Specialist is Roland Black Heated and Cooling. Call 704-865-1375. Roland Black Heated and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train.
Trailers for everything, and we mean it, at TRT Trailer Sales in Lincoln, 3302 Gastonia Highway. Trailers for hauling livestock, motorcycles, and cars. You'll find dump trailers, utility, and landscaping trailers. You'll find racing trailers with finished interiors, plus the tag-along and gooseneck trailers, insulated trailers with tack compartments and 110 packages. Call toll-free at 1-877-279-7465 or visit the website, trttrailersales.com.
To all high school athletes. All right, welcome back. Milton Baker and Davey Keever with you here as we go to the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance third inning. Third inning brought to you by Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance in Lincoln on East Main Street. Count is 1-2 on Boone Owenby from Alec Johnson for post 100. Boone Owenby, the Gastonia catcher, bats ninth in the order. And next pitch is low, 2-2 on Owenby. Owenby, a right-handed batter for Gastonia, post 23. And the 2-2 pitch, liner over the head of the shortstop Nairn into left center for base hit.
Probably our sharpest hit ball of the night so far, Milton, by either team.
Yep,
comes from the number 9 hitter.
Third hit for Gastonia. Takes us to the top of the order. Brandon Bridges, 1-3 ground out for Bridges in the top of the first inning. No score in the ball game. Cherryville's left a runner at third in the first and second innings. Gastonia, meanwhile, got 2 on with 2 out in the first, left them stranded, went 3 up, 3 down in the second against Johnson. Throw to first, Owenby gets back in. And another throw to first. Snagged there by first baseman Brandon Alexander. And about to get away. Waiting on a pitch to Bridges here. And it's bunted right in front of home plate. Catcher Hunter Jackson only plays to first and had enough time to get Bridges.
Made a nice play. First baseman Alexander covering down there, and Jackson looked like his hand slipped off the ball, Milton, when he first tried to pick it up.
Right.
But recovered and made a nice throw to first to get a pretty good moving Brandon Bridges, but sacrifice complete for Gastonia.
He threw a strike down there to first base. What it had to be. And that brings up Andrew Jordan with a runner at second then and 1 out on the sac bunt by Bridges. And the curveball is in there for a strike to Jordan. Jordan a fly out to left his first time up. Second baseman bats second in the order for Gastonia. Wind picking up a little bit out there now. And we got a ground ball to short. Nairn's got time to go to third. I have to put the tag. Nope, he's safe.
Yep.
They said he missed the
tag. Milton throws just a little bit high and away from the bag. And
while they're arguing the play down there at third, the runner went to second.
How about that? Good heads up base run. And it's not a hit for Jordan. It's a fielder's choice.
Right. And the runner's safe at third. So now Gastonia
nonetheless they'll take it, won't they?
Yeah. Brings up Wes Wood. First shortstop had a base hit in the first inning. Wood bats here with 1 out and runners second and third.
I got a great message, direct tweet here I have to read you and just let you know what it says.
Okay. Curveball inside.
Chuck Walker, pitching coach for Cherryville Post 100, says, I'm sitting here in college algebra wishing I was calling pitches at Buck Freddie Field. Keep me posted on the score. I was trying to listen to you guys on the radio, but the instructor keeps looking at my earbuds.
Okay. 2-0. That's all right. 2-0 on West Wood. 2-0 the count from Johnson now. And the pitch. That's outside. 3-0. Johnson may be a little rattled now after all that commotion on the base paths a while ago.
And it's always a little tougher to pitch when you got yourself in a jam here, or not got himself in it, but is trying to pitch out of a jam, I should say.
3-0 pitch is a strike called. I got to do something to get my headsets working here, David.
Yeah, I know that's got to be irritating. We just I can fix that.
You can fix it. You got some solder?
I'll just run in the car and get another headset.
Go get another headset. It'll be great.
How about that?
I'll buy you a Coca-Cola.
I know when things aren't how that is. I know how
Wood is. Yeah, I'm deaf in my ears right now. Wood is thought he had ball 4 there, but instead it's strike 2 and a 3-2 pitch. That's definitely outside. So now the bases are loaded for Gastonia. They've had in the inning a base hit, a sac bunt, a fielder's choice where everybody was safe, and now a walk. It loads them up with 1 out for the cleanup hitter, number 1, Lander Manis, the first baseman. Manis, a single in the first inning. And the pitch, strike called on Manis. Owenby at third. Jordan at second, Wood at first for Gastonia, trying to...
The key here, Milton, is 1 out.
Yeah, 1 out, trying to break the scoreless tie here, and Johnson trying to pitch out of it. Here's a fly ball to right field. Right fielder's got it. Runner at third.
He's bluffing.
Yeah, he's bluffing. He goes back, as that's a good throw.
Yes, it was.
By the right fielder, King. I think I called him Fuller. King out there in right field.
Heath King with an excellent throw. To the plate. 1 hopper right in the Hunter Jackson's glove at the plate.
So fly out to the right. Doesn't result in a RBI or anything for Manis other than a flyout. And out number 2, and now Cherryville. Mike can get out of this inning. Left-handed batter up, Storm Payne, who was out on a ground out in the first inning. Left-handed batter, and the pitch is a ball. Don't need another walk here. Can't defense a walk, and that would mean a run for Gastonia. With the bases loaded and 2 out. 1-0 pitch from Johnson. Ball 2.
They're not getting power.
Trying to work himself out of a jam here, Milton. Just 1 out away from. I mean, Coach Reynolds is going to take a visit though and have a talk with Johnson.
Yeah, Coach Reynolds is going to come out to the mound, and he'll have the entire infield meet with him there on the mound. So we appreciate everybody listening in tonight on WLON and WCSL. And we're working on our problems on our internet, ktcbroadcasting.com.
And hello to Chuck Walker if he's able to listen.
Yes,
in between algebra problems.
There you go, listening in. I tell you, algebra was tough enough in high school. Yeah. I don't know how to listen. I know I couldn't have done it and listened to a baseball game.
Yeah, and college algebra at that. So.
Yeah. I still have nightmares of high school algebra. All right.
Get the mound adjourned.
Yeah, 2-0 on Payne. Bases loaded, 2 out here. Top of the 3rd, the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance 3rd inning. And the pitch. Throw down to second, and he gets back in. 3rd. What did I say, second? I'll get him right in a minute. You got it. How about somebody go out there and put numbers on those bags? That'd help me. Or paint them a different color. I say, throw to the red base.
If we were sitting over there, that would be second, I guess.
That would be second. That's what it was.
You had a different camera angle.
2-1 pitch is fouled back. Now, Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Well, I've already miscounted the number of reserves in the dugout
now that I think about it.
Me and numbers tonight are just.
You've been over once and under once.
Yeah,
so I can't really figure it out.
Johnson getting his shirt tail put back in here.
But it all equals out, I guess, if you're over one time and under one time. It balances out.
We'll all come out in the wash. 2-2 again here to Payne. And it's popped out of play. That is a John Brown All-State Insurance foul ball into Pink Street, bouncing harmlessly into the parking lot at the Legion Building.
And Payne is living up to his name right now for Alec Johnson, being a Payne up there at the plate, doing a good battle, fighting, fouling pitches off.
Storm Payne. P-A-Y-N-E. And the 2-2 pitch, curveball, a little high. Yeah, just a little bit. It was close. I thought it was going to drop in there, but it was. Ball 3. Now, nowhere to put Mr. Payne.
Is he going to challenge with a fastball here?
He was throwing it by the lower half of the order earlier. Runners going on the 3-2 pitch, and a little soft liner over the head of the shortstop. That'll be 2 runs, and runners on the corners.
That's a big hit by Storm Payne there, delivering with a full count and 2 outs in the inning, a 2-run single.
So Gastonia strikes first here in the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance 3rd inning. Gastonia gets 2 runs across. Wood holds up at 3rd, and Payne safe at 1st on the base hit. Brings up Mason Fox.
Well, Milton, that's what happens. The batter there, Payne, was sitting back thinking fastball with a 3-2 count, and he got it.
Timed it just right. Curveball inside on Fox. Ball 1, Fox led off the 2nd inning with a 5-3 ground out.
Still need a out here. Try and not let any more cross. Gastonia's still threatening.
The pitch swung on and missed. Gastonia now with 2 runs across. 2 hits in the inning, 4 on the game for Gastonia. Cherryville, meanwhile, has only collected 1 hit along with 2 Gastonia walks.
Every time I look at my book, Mason Fox, I mistake for Megan Fox. And I start looking for her. I want to see where she's at.
Runner going to second. Jackson's throw. There's a collision down there at second, and
ball rolls in behind second base.
Yeah, so runner is safe, and the run scores from 3rd. Double steal. That's a play out of Cherryville's playbook. And everybody's safe.
Well, that would
Good
took
scores.
a heck of a play out there at second to come up with that ball on the one hop and hang on to it as you're getting run into all at the same time. So just a tough break there for Cherryville Post 100. They would have had the out if he was able to hang on to it.
2-1 pitch is thrown behind the batter Fox. 3-1. Payne at second base. Still only 2 out. I mean, there are 2 out, and it's 3-0 now on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard.
You had it right, only 2, because we're looking for that third.
That's right, only 2.
Need that third. It's been a hard one to get.
And here's a ground ball. Shortstop Naren. Throw to Alexander at first in time. 6-3 put out.
Milton, he looks smooth.
He's pretty smooth fielder out there at shortstop tonight in his first action for Post 100. Excuse me. Gastonia gets 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left on. And we go to the bottom of the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance 3rd inning. And it's now 3-0 Gastonia. Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard.
Carolina Care Services are now available to cottage residents on an outpatient basis. Cottage residents have priority to beds if need at Carolina Care Center. The 2-bedroom cottages are fully equipped. Reserve your new home today by calling 704-435-4161. Carolina Care, offering a standard of excellence. Let their family take care of your family today at Carolina Care Center. It's time to jump in. Jump in and cool off with a dip in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna Zero Turn, tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln.
What are some of the greatest moments in sports? For me, I think of the basketball games in my uncle's driveway when I was a kid. He wasn't just my uncle.
Go to the bottom of the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance 3rd inning here. Cherryville now down 3-0 to Gastonia as Post 23 scored 3 runs in the top of the Billy Rowland 3rd inning here. And batter up for Cherryville is Hunter Jackson, the catcher, who bats 9th in the order. And first pitch to Jackson, ball 1. And then on deck, Cody Dellinger, followed by Caleb Naren. Nice evening here in Cherryville after a rain shower earlier today. Not nearly the rain here in Cherryville as some other parts of the listening area got this afternoon. If this game were just about anywhere else, we probably wouldn't be able to play the way the rain came in the Shelby area, Lincolnton area. I don't know about Gastonia. There's a shot up hit down the right field line for Jackson. He turns it on. He's going for 2, and he goes in sliding at second base with a leadoff double for Hunter Jackson. Good job of hitting there by Jackson. And Cherryville's had that leadoff batter on in each of the first 3 innings now. And in inning 1 and inning 2, they got their leadoff batter on by a walk each inning, and that runner got as far as 3rd, but Cherryville unable to bring the runners in the first and second innings. Let's see what they can do here with runner at second and nobody out. And the top of the order, Cody Dellinger up. Dellinger, left-handed hitter here against Harrison Brooks, the righty for Gastonia. And Dellinger bunts. Good bunt. Oh, a great bunt. Will they ever get Dellinger? No. Throw at first, not in time. And that's a bunt single for Dellinger. Good throw, wouldn't have gotten him. And the runners are safe at first and third now for Cherryville. And Caleb Naren, who had a base hit into left center his first time up. Caleb Naren, the shortstop, left-handed hitter coming up to bat here for Cherryville. Getting signs from Coach Reynolds. David Keever has stepped out of the press box. He's gone to his car to get a replacement headset for me. I'm using his headset because my headset broke and I couldn't hear the commercials or anything, and it's kind of hard to do. Here he comes. He must have run to the car
Did you run? He can still run. And he's only a year younger than me, and he can still run. All right, we'll get plugged up here. And
I've got enough cord, I could have done it from the car.
that's right. It's a big, long headset cord here. All right, so Naren the batter. And it's ball one count. If you want to wear those, I'll just wear these.
That'd be fine.
For the time being.
And you can hear again.
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear.
How we get the base runner?
We got Hunter Jackson. I'll help David update his
Two of
scorebook here. Yeah, Hunter Jackson led off with a double down the right field line. And then behind him, Cody Dellinger, infield single.
All right.
To
trying to answer Gastonia's 2 runs here.
Yeah, and
3 runs, excuse me.
I can't remember where Dellinger's. It was a bunt single is what it was. And here is a deep fly ball. Well, not as deep as I thought. Left fielder's got it.
Gonna send him.
Yeah, Jackson's tagging up. Jackson coming in and gets in before the tag.
Good job of base running. Good slide. Just ahead of the throw. You know, Milton, if that throw would not have been so high, if he'd have kept that throw lower from outfield, he might have had a chance at Jackson. But too much air under it.
Sacrifice fly for Naren. He gets a RBI. And the runner, Dellinger, is still at first base. And
well, post 100 on the board. Breaks the ice here.
3-1. Mr. Sparky Howes Rugg, TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard here in the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance.
Got to get used to my headset now. It wears a little differently.
Yeah. Batter up, Brandon Alexander. Alexander a fly out to center his first time up. Runner going to second. Throw down. Not in time. Sliding in under the tag is Cody Dellinger. And he steals the base. Catcher Boone Owenby's throw high, and Dellinger able to slide under it. Dellinger, that bunt single down the third base line. It was a beautiful bunt. And able to beat it out. The left-handed hitter is Dellinger, and good speed too. Good leadoff batter for Cherryville. Count is 1 ball and no strikes on Alexander. 3-1 now. Here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch from Brooks. Strike to Alexander. 1 ball, 1 strike. Glad to have you listening in, wherever you're on. How many other games are getting played tonight, or how many were on schedule?
Well, my guess, most of Gaston County would have been a washout tonight. Lincoln County and all points probably east and south of that.
I said while you were gone, if this game were anywhere else around the area, it probably wouldn't be played. And there's a base hit by Alexander. Nice shot to left field, sending the runner Dellinger home. The cutoff and no throw.
Comes
Dellinger
in standing
will score
up.
standing.
Big RBI single off the bat of Alexander. Hit the ball hard into left field, and Dellinger comes in to score rather easily.
We got a 1-run ball game here, 3-2 on the Mr. Sparky Howes Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. Still only 1 out, and it's Tyler Shoemaker, the designated hitter, batting 4th for post 100 this evening here in the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance 3rd inning. The offenses have awakened for both teams here in the 3rd. And those runs in the 2nd inning for those 2 runs here in the 3rd inning for Cherryville are Rocky Bennett Insurance runs. And a strike 1 on Shoemaker.
Well, the bat's coming to life a little bit here, Milton, for post 100 against Brooks. That's good to see.
Yeah, I think Cherryville had only 1 hit coming into this inning. And then they got the leadoff double by Jackson, single by Dellinger, sac fly by Naren, and a single by Alexander. And it goes 1-1 on Shoemaker here. Pitch from Brooks, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tyler Shoemaker. Shoemaker, a big right-handed hitter. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, hit with some power last year, Milton. Probably Coach Reynolds looking for some of that again this year.
Yep, and he swung and missed at the 1-2 pitch for strike
Not this time.
3. So 2 down, and that is the 2nd strikeout for Brooks tonight and brings up Heath King. Left-handed hitter Heath King, right fielder tonight. He walked, leading off the second. And he, as was Dellinger, who walked leading off the first. They were both stranded at third in those innings. Cherryville able to get some runs in this inning. Get within a run here. 3-2. Foul ball. Strike one on King. Heath King, a left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher and thrower. He's playing right field tonight, King is.
Denny Hoover reminded me last night action Milton, Lincoln County defeated Clover, South Carolina 14-1. So nice win for the Cardinals of Lincoln County.
And the 0-1 pitch. Bouncer back towards the pitcher, down first base side. Gosh, I've got my numbers all mixed up. And King is safe.
Wow.
That's a base hit.
Yes, it is. Bang, bang play at first, but King is called safe. So infield single to continue the inning here.
Yes, it is for Austin Wilkerson. And Cherryville got the tying run at second.
I figured out what it is, Milton. I think I might have part of your issue. You're watching in a mirror.
That's it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I can't tell third base from second, and that can't tell the first base line from the third base line. Here's a pop foul.
Fly ball to center field.
Yeah, straight back.
Pop up behind us, yes.
I know what it is.
Okay.
Let's see. That was a John Brown foul ball, by the way. And the other day, when I was eating, I bit my tongue so hard. I think that's why I can't talk straight.
Don't you hate to do that?
Oh, and it still hurts.
Really?
I still feel it. It was very painful. 0-2 on Wilkinson.
I always get so mad at myself when I do that.
Yeah. 0-2 pitch. A ball.
And, you know, it makes sense. I don't know who else I get mad at.
Well, you can't get mad at, no, you can't get mad at anybody else,
The
really.
cook.
Yeah.
Josh said he got the inside of his jaw. So
yeah.
that hurts too.
I do that a lot too. I had a wisdom tooth pulled a few years ago that was causing me to do that. Here's a swing and a miss, drop, strike three. Catcher will throw to first to complete the strikeout. And that'll officially go 2-3, but it is a strikeout also for Brooks on the mound for Gastonia. That's
Not a bad inning, though, Milton.
Down. Nope. Cherryville gets 2 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, and what do we have here? 2 left. We've played 3. That concludes the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance 3rd inning, and it's 3-2 Gastonia on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard.
A lot of people are switching to natural gas lately because natural gas appliances cost a lot less to operate than those using propane or electricity. In fact, a typical family could save up to $1,000 a year just by switching from propane to natural gas. But that's not all. To learn more about natural gas and to find out how much money you could save by switching, visit psncenergy.com/choosegas. That's psncenergy.com/choosegas. Natural gas from PSNC Energy, making everyday life better.
Do you need to organize? Maybe you need to create more space. But what do? Call Alcom Mini Storage on Dick Bream Road in Cherryville. Alcom Mini Storage has all sizes of mini storage bins, priced from $35 to $85. And now mention this radio ad, and when you pay for 3 months, you'll get an additional month free. Just mention this radio ad for your free month. Alcom Mini Storage, 235 Dick Bream Road in Cherryville, 704-435-8803. All units are lighted with security cameras and monthly extermination. Check our prices, Alcom Mini Storage.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Billy Rowland in Lincoln can help you get to a better state, because Billy and her agents will talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Billy Rowland in Lincoln and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
For the next few days, I want to tell you this, Milton. Coming home today, I was Charlotte to Gastonia to Lincoln, and they're about right where 321 and 85 intersects, where I hit the storm.
The 0-2 pitch, high. Go ahead.
And my thermometer on my car in a matter of minutes went from 93 to 69.
Wow.
I mean, in like 3 minutes, the temperature dropped 24 degrees.
That is a cold front coming through.
I liked it.
1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and Alec Johnson liked that as he struck out Brooks for the second time tonight, and that'll bring up Trevor Bridges.
Now, I won't say I didn't like the force that it came through with. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not all about the storms like that. I love the cool temperatures when they come, but
yeah,
you know, the brutal storms, which we hadn't had that much of this year till just the last week or so, but seems like we're getting our share right now, our March and April storms here in June.
We went through most of this spring without a thunderstorm. And the pitch swung on and missed by Bridges. Strike one, Bridges, little soft liner out to the shortstop for out number 3 in the second inning. That pitch is low, 1-1 strike from Alec Johnson for post 100. Cherryville on the road tomorrow night at Caldwell County. I'll be there with announcer to be determined.
I'll be on the road tomorrow night too, Milton.
You'll be in a ballpark tomorrow night.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
You lucky dog.
Checking out the Dodgers and the Pirates.
How about that? 1-2 pitch, bouncer to third base. George has to wait on it. Throw to first, won't get there. And
that's a nice play. Yep.
He couldn't see it. Yep. The sun's in the eyes of Brandon Alexander over there.
Has to go down as a hit and an error.
Yeah.
Sad as it is to give someone an error on that, because we've seen it before, the sun. And you just mentioned it just peeked through like a minute ago, and already it's wreaking havoc on the first baseman.
Yep. Brandon Alexander could not see the throw coming from third because of the sun angle right now. As there is a little bit, the sun did come out. I'm
just putting E. I'm not really writing it down on any position because what do you do?
Yeah.
Third baseman made a perfect throw, and the first baseman just couldn't see it. So
it was a base hit all the way for Bridges.
Yep.
And then, like I say, because he couldn't see it in the sun, he had no chance of catching it. Had no idea where it even was. And the batter up, pops it up, first base side.
Tough play.
Alexander giving chase.
He makes it.
He did. He made the catch.
Now the throw to third.
Yeah, they might have a
How
double
about
play.
this? They do.
Yes, indeed. They get the double play, the pop out by Owenby to first base, and then a great throw by Alexander.
Yes, it was.
Down to third. A 3-5 put out on Bridges trying to go to third on the pop out. And that will do it for Gastonia. They run themselves out of a chance here to add on to their 3-2 score. No runs for Gastonia. 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still 3-2 Gastonia on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard.
Hello, my name is Kevin Bennett, Minister of Students and Outreach at First Baptist Church Cherryville, and John 3:17 tells us that God sent His Son into the world not to judge the world, but to save the world through Him. And we'd like to invite you to come join us each Sunday morning at 11 o'clock to celebrate the marvelous grace of God. Our motto is accomplishing all things through Christ, and we'd like for you to come and share in that. Again, my name is Kevin Bennett, Minister of Students and Outreach at Cherryville First Baptist Church. Look forward to seeing you there.
Your reasons for a personal loan are as individual as you are. As a community bank, we understand that. We're the bank with a focus on service. So we'll help you design a loan plan that fits your needs and your budget. Talk to us about your personal reasons for a personal loan. First National Bank. Hometown banking since 1874. Member FDIC.
Cherryville Post 100 Baseball is being brought to you in part by Gatsa Marble. The Gatsa Marble family would like to personally thank all the dedicated firefighters and emergency service personnel for their efforts in their recent fire. They'd like to also thank all of their family, friends, and customers for their continued support and loyalty. Gatsa Marble is proud to announce they're still able to handle all your marble needs and that their business will remain in Cherryville. Gatsa Marble, located at 121 RNS Access Road in Cherryville. Phone 704-445-1660 or visit their website at gatsamarble.com. Hauser Drug Store on the corner in downtown Cherryville has been Cherryville's hometown pharmacy since 1935, and they know you by name. For durable medical equipment such as wheelchairs, oxygen, walkers, CPAPs and BiPAPs, lift chairs, and diabetic supplies too, like strips and lancets. Hauser Drug bills Medicare and most all private insurances. And does your pharmacy make home deliveries? Hauser Drug in Cherryville does. It's service after the sale. Good luck, Post 100 from Hauser Drug. All right, welcome back as we go to the fourth inning here. 3-2 ball game. Gastonia in the lead, but David, Gastonia's made a pitching change. They have a outcome call to the bullpen.
They have gone to the bullpen. New pitcher is right fielder Mason Fox coming in to pitch from that outfield position, and going out there to take his position, Jared Wallace. So we are assuming, and it couldn't hardly be any different, that Wallace goes in Brooks' spot in the order in that 7th spot.
Mac George, the batter up. First pitch was a ball. Next pitch grounded to first base. First baseman fumbled with it a little bit, but able to make the play. 3 unassisted.
Well, that's the fortunate thing if you are at first base. As long as you knock it down, you got a little time to get the handle on it. And
he's got to be dealing with that sun a little bit over there. If the ball comes to him from the pitcher or third baseman.
Lander Manus over there making the play. We wondered how bad the weather was in Gaston County today and how wet it got. Mm-hmm. Well, the Grizzlies are playing.
Well,
30-minute rain delay, but at Sims Park they're playing the High Toms, and Phil Gardner says they are underway just 30 minutes late, so not too bad.
Ball 1 here to Fuller, and we started 7 minutes late, but that's not unusual. We start about 7 after every night. 1-1 pitch to Fuller, foul back. 1-2. Really not, the field conditions not really an issue here. Home plate and the pitcher's mound were covered anyway, and they were taking that off when we got here, and everything looks good. 1-2 pitch popped up a mile high. Shortstop calls everybody off.
Plenty of time.
Gastonia makes the catch.
Okay, Milton, here's a question I got for you. You've seen Cowboys in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen Dolphins in Miami. You've seen Steelers, steel mill workers in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
How many Grizzlies you ever seen in Gastonia?
Ooh. No, I don't know. I hope they're not any roaming the...
How they came with the name.
Yeah, Gastonia Grizzlies.
I know it does have a good ring to it. That probably had a lot to play into it, don't you?
Absolutely. Right, foul ball by Hunter Jackson. Strike 1. Jackson, a double leading off the third, came in to score the first run of the night for Cherryville. Well, curve ball, left side, and he makes the catch.
Hung up there for him.
3 up, 3 down for Cherryville in
that was
the
fast.
Fourth. That was a quick half inning there. 3 outs for the new pitcher, Mason Fox. So we played 4. He was a friend. When he died, his funeral allowed me to share what he meant to me. It was a meaningful funeral for a life worth celebrating. As a member of the National Funeral Directors Association, the staff at Carpenter's Funeral Home understand the importance of creating a meaningful funeral service for a life worth celebrating. For more information, call Carpenter's Funeral Home at 704-435-6711. Carpenter's Funeral Home, excellence in cremation and funeral services.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
Shane Calloway invites you to see Cherryville Printables for your sports embroidery, screen printing, and promotional items. Plus, if you're a member of a sports team, the new Cherryville Printables sells uniforms and sporting good apparel, including New Era and Flex Fit hats. Plus, name brand apparel including Nike, Augustus, Holloway, Ashworth, Adidas, Carhartt, and Dry Duck. And they can personalize any item. And be sure to ask about their special fundraising pricing. See their products in Medical Center Pharmacy or call 704-748-3550. That's Shane Calloway and Cherryville Printables. Again, 704-748-3550.
Or 735-0411, or come by for quick, knowledgeable service from Eddie or Jason. For your car, truck, SUV, or other vehicle, get the right part. And remember, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lincoln has a full machine shop, too. Call 704-735-0411, or come by 136 North Generals Boulevard, Lincoln. All right, welcome back, as now Cherryville has made an Alcon mini storage call to the bullpen. And they've brought into the game Gray Goins. Greg Owens, not Greg Owens, but Greg Owens.
I guess just not going to bat, going to step right into that pitcher spot is the way we take it so far.
I think so. Probably Shoemaker will probably still be DHing for him or someone. But Greg Owens will start the fifth here for Cherryville, another right-hander. And he'll face the top of the order, Brandon Bridges, Andrew Jordan, and Wes Wood to follow.
Thank you for saving the broadcast.
And the pitch here, fouled off. Strike one.
Well, the Gastonia reliever, Milton, comes in, and Mason Fox gets a 1-2-3 inning. So let's see if Goins can follow him up there.
Strike one on Brandon Bridges. Let's see, is our video up and going now?
It's been going. Yeah.
Been going. Okay, who's our cameraman?
Freddie Farley and Andre Bush.
All right, Freddie Farley, Andre Bush out there on the cameras for us. Freddie on top of the Henry Dome behind third base. Andre on top of the RV behind right field. And what's your name? Josh Collins. He's in the press box here. Moo Collins.
Hello, it's Tom.
He'll be heading to a Chick-fil-A near you sometime or another. 2-1 on Bridges. Milton Baker and David Keever with you on radio and internet audio. 3-1 to count. What was wrong with your system there, Josh? An interface problem?
Some waterlogged, damaged cables.
Okay, waterlogged cables. And here's a foul. Yeah, that's your story, and you're sticking to it, right?
That's the assumption. The last game there was a huge rain out, and I think some of the cables might have got a little waterlogged.
Okay, I got you. 3-2 now the count on Bridges. And it's back at Goins on the mound.
Nice play.
Yes, he did. And it's a 1-3 put out. And Alexander able to see that ball as now the sun almost down behind tree level out there. And
you almost want him just to roll it over from the mound.
Infield now in the shadows. Outfield still just a few little streaks of light in the outfield.
Sneezing going around up here.
Sneezing, and that's 3 sneezes in a row.
Is that good luck?
I don't know. But
no, if it's me, it's just painful sneezing.
Some people sneeze in pairs, some in threes. And the pitch swung on and missed by Andrew Jordan. 0-2 on Jordan from Greg Owens, relief pitcher here for Cherryville. Post 100 trailing. Gastonia 3-2 in the top of the fifth. And the pitch is a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jordan. Jordan tonight has a fly out to the left and has reached and scored. He reached on a fielder's choice in third. And the pitch is low, 2-2. Hunter Jackson behind the plate catching tonight for Cherryville. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. 3-2 now on Jordan. Welcome everybody listening or watching tonight on KTCBroadcasting.com. Listening on WLON or WCSL. There's ball 4. So Goins was ahead 0-2 in the count and threw 4 straight balls to Jordan. Working awfully fast out there. Maybe that's his preference, but he seemed to be working very fast from the mound. Now runner at first and 1 out, and the batter is Wood, and it's low and away to Wes Wood. Wood has singled, and he has walked and scored in the third, singled in the first.
Right.
A ball, no strikes the count. Wood, the shortstop, right-handed batter. And that one's blocked up by Jackson with that runner at first base. That one bounced in front of home plate by Goins. 2-0 the count on Wood. Goins ready in the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 2-1. Lander Manis on deck for Gastonia. 1-on-1 out here in the top of the fifth for post 23. And the pitch. Fly ball to right field. King can't get to it. It's over his head. And runner going to second.
Milton, fortunately, the runner at first had to hold up and wait and see if King was going to catch it.
That's right. And so Jordan only got to third as he had to wait. And Wood was almost to catch up with him there. As he rounded first, you had both runners between first and second at one point. And Jordan had to get on his horse and get down to third because Wood had made up his mind he's going to get a double. And he does. With one out, there's runners at second and third. Gastonia threatening here in the fifth. And Lander Manis, the batter. Manis, the cleanup batter. And base hit between short and third. One run will score.
That one sharply hit, Milton. It's hit sharp enough that only one run can score, too.
Yep, first pitch, he jumped all over it. Got an RBI, and it's 4-2. Mr. Sparky, TRT Trailer Sales and Hauser Drug scoreboard. Scoring is Jordan. Going down to third is Wood. Still only one out for Storm Payne. Payne a ground out in the first and a two-run single in the third. Two-run single started things for Gastonia. It was on a 3-2 pitch with two out. And the bases were loaded, I believe. Brought in two runs. This is a strike. 0-1 on Payne. Payne, the only lefty in the lineup for Gastonia. He plays left field. If you want some of those, throw to first, safe. If you want some of those baseball oddities,
yes.
The only left-handed batter in the lineup plays left field. Their second baseman bats second. And I think there's something else I noticed a while ago. 0-1 to count on Payne, swinging a miss, strike two. Well, both catchers for the two teams are batting ninth for their respective teams. So I don't have much to do with it. I just noticed stuff like that.
I like it when the players wear their position number.
Yeah. And Manis, first baseman, well, he's wearing number 1, but position number's 3 as Payne struck out.
Yeah, that's a big strikeout right there.
And he struck out. He didn't look anything like the batter
No, he
who
didn't.
got the two-run single a while ago. In the
Goins picks up a big strikeout. Now Milton just one out away from getting out of a jam here. If he gets out of this with no more damage, that's a pretty good inning.
Would be, indeed. First and third, and runners for Gastonia, 2 down now. They lead 4-2 here in the top of the fifth. And the pitch, foul ball by Fox. Fox now the pitcher for Gastonia, Mason Fox.
Not Megan.
Well, sometimes my S's look like G's.
I think that must be what happened to me.
Yeah, but it is Mason Fox. And Hunter Jackson, catcher, going out to the mound here to chat with the pitcher, Gray Goins. Plate umpire, Mr. Thede. He will wipe off the plate, brush off the plate, and we're ready to go. 0-1 to count on Fox. The pitch. Foul ball, 0-2.
So now if he can get out one more strike here, get out of this inning with only one run scored, got to feel successful about it.
Mm-hmm.
On deck should be Jared Wallace, the new right fielder. It is. He's a lefty, and this pitch swung on a miss, so it doesn't matter at this point who's on deck because Cherryville's out of the attack here in the top of the fifth. But for Gastonia, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Now 4-2 Gastonia on the Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales and Hauser Drug scoreboard.
We used to practice in a storage unit.
What makes a Cherryville Federal Bank mortgage better?
My apartment couldn't hold all the equipment. Plus, it wasn't a great way to make friends with the neighbors. I got a raise at my day job, and I was like, maybe I can afford a house. So I go down to see Ed at Cherryville Federal, just to see what was out there. He asked all about my job, how much I make, if I have anything saved for a down payment. Then he says I might be a perfect fit for some special home loan programs. He got me pre-qualified, so I knew how much house I could shop for. Now, I'm a homeowner. Me, a homeowner, with a couple of bedrooms, a porch, a garage band, and a mortgage that fits me.
Bankers who listen, mortgages that fit. That's what makes Cherryville Federal Bank better. An equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Bright, sunshiny day. If you want to be treated like family, stop by the drugstore in Lincoln and Vale or Bossier City, and you will get just that. The drugstore is locally owned and operated. George and his staff take great pride in giving all their customers fast, efficient, quality customer service. They can help you with any prescription or home health care need you may have. Find them on Facebook or at tdspharmacies.com. The drugstore would like to welcome you to their family. Your full-service service center for your automobile is Rick's Automotive on East Main Street in Cherryville. They do it all at Rick's Automotive. Rick Walker and his staff is dedicated at providing you the best in automotive care. From an oil change to a tune-up, from a tire alignment to a full set of new tires, from heaters to air conditioners, you can get it done at Rick's Automotive. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Rick's Automotive, 1001 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 435-3801.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend projects.
Ace, the helpful place.
Your reasons for a personal loan are as individual as you are. As a community bank, we understand that. We're the bank with the focus on service. So we'll help you design a loan plan that fits your needs and your budget. Talk to us about your personal reasons for a personal loan. First National Bank, hometown banking since 1874. Member FDIC.
Just like you love Cherryville sports, Cherryville has a hometown skilled nursing facility that loves their work too. Peak Resources Cherryville, where caring comes to life. For a tour of Peak Resources Cherryville, call us at 704-435-6029 or just stop by. Located off Delview Road at 700 Self Street in Cherryville. And we'd love to meet you. Peak Resources Cherryville, providing exceptional nursing and rehabilitation care at Cherryville. Again, phone 704-435-6029. For Peak Resources Cherryville.
Super Tuesday is back at Medical Center Pharmacy on East Academy Street in Cherryville. Cheeseburgers for just 99 cents. And it's time to get your flu shots. And don't forget about the new Kids Vitamin Free program. Pick up a free bottle of Children's Chewable Multivitamins every 30 days. Parent must come in and sign up each child for their 30-day supply. At Medical Center Pharmacy, 607.
Right through the wickets there of his mitt, and
they're going to try to score him from second.
the runner coming home,
Won't
Dellinger
have
will
any
score,
problem.
and runners at second and third. That's got to be an error.
I think you're right.
It didn't
It
take
just,
extraordinary effort to get to that.
He got
or
there
anything.
to it easily and should have made the play and just didn't for whatever reason.
Stuck his glove up with his bare hand with it to try to catch it, and he just missed it.
It's a costly error. It's one run at this point, but could turn into more hopefully here for post 100. Still
right.
Nobody out.
We got a 4-3 ball game.
I smell some onion.
4-3 ball game, and Alexander's at second on that error. Down to third went Naren. Coming in to score was Dellinger, and nobody out for Shoemaker.
Harris hitting for Shoemaker.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Number 22.
See. Okay, so Dylan Harris.
Yep.
Hitting for Shoemaker.
I got 40 names in that spot.
Me too. I'm making a new spot over here. Okay, it's ball one on Harris. And the next pitch, ball two. Nobody out. Second and third for Cherryville. Chance here for post 100 to tie, maybe take the lead in the ball game for the first time tonight. Down by a run. And it looks like pitcher there, Fox, is struggling to get it across play, like he's just trying to aim it in there, David.
Yeah, you're right, exactly right, Milton, trying to aim it, and that's usually not a good sign.
3-0 is the count on Harris, and they're going to put him on. And that'll be ball four, intentional. Kind of an intentional walk after getting behind the count 3-0. That's not very intentional, really. But they put him on, and that'll load him up for Heath King.
Well, big spot in the game right here.
Nobody out. They get to force now at any base, I guess.
Yeah, still is an intentional walk.
Mm-hmm. And it's Heath King. King, base hit up the middle. One run will score, will be tied.
Yeah, Alexander went back to make sure that ball did clear the shortstop, so he'll hold it third.
Mm-hmm. And we're tied up 4-4 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard on the RBI single for Heath King, his second hit of the night. 4-4 our score, Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales and Hauser Drug scoreboard. And
it don't take much to sway a Legion game. That one error really is proving costly right now for Gastonia.
Dalton Towery going to hit here for Austin Wilkinson now. Towery, who in the games we have broadcast has just played exceptionally well.
Mm-hmm.
He's been our overall player of the game a couple of times. And here is a ground ball in the hole at short. Shortstop deflects it into the grass in the outfield. Everybody's safe.
And that
RBI
one,
single.
Yeah, that one may be a hit there, Milton, because shortstop, even if he comes up clean, he's going to have a hard time getting anybody.
Right. And Cherryville takes the lead on the infield single by Towery.
Just a merry-go-round going right now for post 100, one base at a time. 6 straight base runners, Milton, and the first 3, of course, have scored.
And the batter will be Brett Huff hitting in the 7 hole for Mac George. So Brett Huff coming to bat. And base is still loaded, still nobody out, and it's 5-4. Cherryville has scored 3 runs in the inning to lead now by a run on a Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales Hauser Drug scoreboard. And Fox's pitch, a ball to Huff. 1-0 the count. And the pitch down in the dirt. 2-0. Now this is Gastonia, who beat Cherryville early on in the season. Was it the first game?
Yes, Cherryville's first game. 8-1.
Mm-hmm, down at their place. 2-0 on Huff. And the pitch foul back. 2-1. Josh Beam is on deck for Cherryville. He'll be batting for Clay Fuller. Unless there is that rarest of rare triple plays here. I better hush.
Although I'd like to see one, not right now.
I've seen one triple play in the games I've announced over the years, and it was a long time ago.
I've been involved in a couple.
It was down at Bessemer City.
But I was trying to remember if I've ever seen one, just watching a game or whatever it might have been.
3-1 pitch called a strike, 3-2 on Huff. Yeah, this was one we were broadcasting. It was a Legion game. No, it wasn't a Legion game. I think it was a high school game. Bessemer City had this pitcher back then. I can't remember his name. That's ball 4. He was really good. And that's a RBI for Huff. Walks in a run. Coming in to score is Harris. Makes it 6-4.
Everything's been one base at a time this inning.
Sure have. Just move
Station
them up
to station.
90 feet.
RBI walk.
But at any rate, gosh, that was a very long time ago. And
we're getting Beam.
Cherryville hit into that triple play. So Josh Beam, lefty here, hitting in Fuller's spot. Beam will probably go on into center field. I know he'll stay in the game. Probably go to center field where he normally plays when he's not pitching. Ground ball to second. They'll go 4-6 for the force at second. A run will score. It's fielder's choice for Beam.
But he does pick up the RBI.
Yes, he does. And out at second is Huff. 4-6 for the first out. Going to third is Towery coming in to score. Heath King. And it's now 7-4. Cherryville on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. And the batter will be Hunter Jackson. Jackson, who doubled and scored in the third and flied out to left in the fourth inning. Hunter Jackson bats ninth in the order. He'll be the ninth batter of the inning. With still only one out. Michael Powell from the Eagle is here, along with Susan. Susan's been here. Hey there. The Eagle has landed. One out. Second base empty right now for Cherryville. Runners on the corners, and Cherryville has scored 5 runs in the inning. And Jackson takes strike 1.
This the inning they've been looking for.
They have taken the lead for the first time tonight. It's now a 3-run lead for Cherryville. Runner going to second. Catcher will let him go. Cherryville trying to pull the old double steal. Beam goes into second. Catcher's indifference, I guess you'd say. And it's 1-1 now on Hunter Jackson. And the pitch. That's in the dirt.
Ooh,
not
far enough.
Not far enough for, wow, it got loud.
Got his body in front of that one, Milton.
And it's 2-1. My ears just woke up.
And that's not just yours.
Did it do that for you too?
It did.
Yeah, something made everything extremely loud in our headsets. Here's a bunt by Jackson. Throw to first. They'll tag Jackson.
But how about that?
Runner scores.
That's an RBI.
Yep. Towery scores from third. It's 8-4. Beam goes to third. Jackson's out.
Was that a 1-4?
That was a
second baseman cover, or no?
I don't know.
I think it was a second baseman because it was a smaller kid. That's what's making me think.
And all the excitement, I kind of got.
Nonetheless, most important thing, it is the 6th straight batter in this inning that has come in to score for Cherryville Post 100.
Yep.
The first 6 batters of the inning have scored and now make it 8-4.
And the batter is Cody Dellinger, who led off with a walk. And that's low and away. 2-0 on Dellinger. Caleb Nairn on deck, but 2 out now, and it's 8-4 Cherryville. 6 runs in the inning. And that is ball 3. 3-0 on Dellinger. 3 balls, no strikes. The count on Dellinger and the pitch. Strike called. 3-1. The pitch, 3-1, is outside, ball 4. So Dellinger has walked 3 times tonight, along with a base hit. He scored twice, and he's stolen a base.
Not a bad night, huh, for a leadoff guy.
That's right, and it brings up Caleb Nairn. Nairn has gone 2 for 2 on the night with a sac fly as well. He's got an RBI and a run scored. And he bats here for the second time in the 5th inning. Runner going to second. Catcher holds on to it as it was in the dirt anyway. And down to second goes Dellinger. We'll give that a stolen base because
sure.
I'm not sure the catcher wasn't going to throw down if he came up with it cleanly. And it's 2-0 on Naren. 2-0 pitch, swung on a missed. 2-1, Naren, left-handed hitter. In his first action, post 100 here tonight. Look good. And the pitch, ground ball, second baseman over. The throw in time to get Naren. 4-3 on the putout, but Cherryville with the big inning. 6 runs in the inning. Now 1, 2,
just three.
Just 3 hits.
How about that?
There was 1 error.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
And 2 left. All right, folks, we played 5. And it looks...
The old saying, you can't keep a good man down, now applies to Brookwood Cafe and Catering. The new Brookwood Cafe and Catering is located on Providence Mill Road in Maiden, featuring the same great food and service you remember. The world's greatest fried chicken and world-famous penny browns once again satisfy your appetite. Brookwood Cafe and Catering is serving the same great breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Brookwood Cafe and Catering on Providence Mill Road in Maiden. Stop by before the game or call ahead for your tailgate items, 828-428-8944.
Carolina Heating and Cooling in Cherryville has been in business for over 90 years with over 4 generations of contractor experience. Carolina Heating and Cooling specializes in sales, service, and installation of heating and cooling products. They offer annual maintenance agreements and service all brands of equipment. Carolina Heating and Cooling, 1313 West Church Street in Cherryville in the Old Ford Motor Company building. Owned and operated by Keith and Brian Long. Call 704-435-4433.
Open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-240-4448. All right. You ever seen a red rabbit? You drive
down near my house.
You drive by there. Here is a base hit for Gastonia leading off the top of the 6th. That'll be
Wallace,
Jared Wallace, the left-handed batter who came in on the pitching change. He went into right field.
Steps up there in his first at-bat, Milton, and politely just singles to right field.
Plops a little single out there, and it brings up Trevor Bridges. Bridges has lined out and singled on the night. So it's 8-4 Gastonia. And Greg Owens on the mound for Cherryville. Pop out of play by Bridges. Strike 1. Owens came on in relief in the 5th inning for Alec Johnson. Cherryville's bats woke up in the bottom of the 5th to the tune of 6 runs on 3 hits and an error. And that pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. Gastonia trails by 4 here. Batting in the top of the 6th inning. And the pitch. A ball.
Trying to update our buddy Chuck Walker. Trying to follow the game and take class all at once.
He 2-1 pitch. And it's fly ball, foul ball. Right side, a John Brown Allstate Insurance foul ball. Those 6 runs for Cherryville in the bottom of the 5th, by the way, all Rocky Bennett Insurance runs.
Rocky had a good inning.
He did. Rocky was coming in to score 6 times. 2-2 on Bridges. Wind blowing out there pretty good right now, David.
Yes, it is. Left to right.
Yeah. Swing and a miss by Bridges. And he's the first out of the 6th inning on the strikeout. Brings up Boone Owenby, the catcher. Boone has singled and scored in the 3rd and popped up to first base in the 4th inning. That pop up to first resulted in a double play. at the time.
Yes, it did. After a play that both probably third base and first baseman regret because of the sun, they make amends for it, the double play.
And this is hit hard to center field and going to drop in for a base hit.
Maybe.
And maybe, right. The runner had to hold
Good
up
effort
here. Yeah.
Good effort out there in center by Bing.
It is a base hit for Owenby.
Trying to get the force out at second with that runner holding up. Bing made a nice throw to second, but just a tad late.
And that will bring the top of the order, Brandon Bridges. Top of the order, Brandon Bridges has grounded out twice to the pitcher along with a sacrifice bunt on the night. So he's 0 for 2 officially and been on base tall. Leadoff spot. And the pitch is a strike.
You just used the term a tall.
A tall.
And it made me think earlier that when you were saying Narin, it's short, that not Narian.
He got Narin. Narin. Yep. The pitch. Fouled off. Oh. He didn't foul it.
Did not make contact, and it gets by and will allow the runners to advance.
Runners will move up on a pass ball. So the count goes 0-2, though, on Bridges on the pass ball, and runners second and third now with one out. And batter is Bridges with the 0-2 count, and the pitch from Cherryville's Greg Owens is a ball. 1-2 count. 1-2 pitch. Swing and foul tip this time. He's still alive. 1-2 on Bridges. I'd have you listening in this afternoon, or evening now, after the afternoon showers that went through the area. Field in really good shape here tonight. They did do a little work around the home plate area, David, a couple innings back. Put a little quick dry down there. There's a rip but foul. Missed the line by about 3 feet. Yeah. Bridges.
That'd have been a run scoring double at least.
Yeah, probably would have brought in 2 runs. It's 8-4 Cherryville. Gastonia batting in the top of the 6th. They led at 1.3-0, then 4-2 until Cherryville scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 5th. And still 1-2 on Brandon Bridges. And the pitch, ground ball to short. Shortstop Nairn's only play will be to first. And he throws it high and pulls the first baseman off the bag. That's not Nairn. That's Huff now at shortstop. Yep. Huff at shortstop for Cherryville on the air on the throw. And
that one is costly already.
Yeah, run scores. It's 8-5. Down to third is Owenby. Safe at first is Bridges. And it brings up Andrew Jordan with 1 out here and 2 on for Gastonia. And the pitch swung on and miss. So 0-1 to count on Jordan. And the pitch.
Just missed the corner.
Inside, yeah, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 6th here at Fraley Field. Gastonia trails 8-5. Batting here. Non-division game. Cherryville. And runner going from first to second. Throw down is cut off by the shortstop. Hold that runner at third.
And those base runners know that, and the coaches know it. Of course, Josh Cobb's going to know it over there coaching. And you just run, and take the chance that they don't throw all the way through, and not many teams do with the runner at third, especially with less than 2 outs.
Cherryville, I was starting to say, as the runner took off, the count goes 2-1 on Jordan. And the pitch is ball 3. Cherryville starting a lot of guys tonight who played about half the game. Wilson got in there. George Fuller got in there for about half the game. Shoemaker, DH, for a couple of at-bats. And then they went back to some of the regular players, brought them in, like Beam and Huff and Towery. And there's a strike called, 3-2 on Jordan. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Runners second and third now for Gastonia. Down by 3 here in the top of the 6th. And a look to second, no throw from Goins.
The fake throw, but did not turn loose of it.
Cherryville's on the road tomorrow night at Caldwell County. We'll be up there radio, me and guest announcer. 3-2 pitch, foul ball.
Will it be Vin Scully?
Vin Scully. Is he still living?
It is. Still doing Dodger games.
Still doing the Dodgers.
He sure is.
Good deal.
I think, I may be wrong about this, I think he's just doing home games, not traveling like he used to.
Okay. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, slow roller. This is trouble. Shortstop Huff can't get anybody. Everybody
He did the right thing. He just held on to it. Hard as that is to do, he did the right thing.
Run scores on the infield single for Jordan. It'll be an RBI. And down to third went Bridges. And it's a 2-run ball game at 8-6. With still only 1 out here in the 6th inning, the tying runs are on base, and the potential go-ahead run at bat here, it's number 3 man in the order, Wes Wood. Wood has a single, a walk, and a double tonight. Foul ball, third base side. Strike 1 on Wood.
Milton, I just happened to look on this scoreboard on here, and the Yankees in Oakland, 2-2 going to the 18th inning. And I thought about this a couple days earlier this week. There's been more extra inning games this year in Major League Baseball than I can remember. I mean, maybe I'm keeping up with it more, whatever. But golly, every night there's a long one. I mean, not just 10 innings either.
And 18 innings. Pitch is a strike, runner going, and he is caught safe at second.
I like the bluff there. The shortstop cuts him front like he's going to cut it off, and he don't take it. He lets it go on through to second. The play was very close at second, but what that does is holds the runner at third in check because he thinks the shortstop's cutting it off.
Yep, and it looked like they got Jordan, but he is called safe.
The problem is if you're that second baseman, you might lose sight of that baseball for a split second.
Yeah, that's true, too.
And could take it in the face or something.
0-2 count, and this one is golfed into right field. Caught on the run. Runner at third. Tags up, coming home. He'll score. And moving down to third from second will be Jordan.
Sacrifice fly and an RBI.
Bridges scoring.
I thought he left awful quick over
I
there.
do too.
They may check him over at third. We'll see.
I agree with you. I thought he left awfully early. Runner Jordan went from second to third on the fly out, on the sac fly. That scored Bridges, giving Wood an RBI.
Well, Milton, we had a pitcher's duel in the first 2-3 innings, and all of a sudden it's turned into a slugfest here.
It's 8-7 now.
Yep.
Cherryville's 4-run lead was short-lived. And it's a strike here to Lander Manis.
Well, they did not check the runner at third.
Did not.
Must have felt like he stayed put.
0-1 pitch to Manis. Ground ball and hold short. Base hit. Gets through. We're tied on the RBI single by Manis. His third hit of the night.
Yeah, and his second RBI, and that was a sharply hit ball back up through the middle.
Yep. Scoring is Jordan to make it 8-8 on a Mr. Sparky. Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. Coach Reynolds is coming out. We'll check right here and see. He's going to make a change here.
Yep.
That's going to be it for Goins with 2 out still. Gastonia has tied it in the top of the 6th inning. They'll still be at bat when we come back. Don't go away.
East Academy Street in Cherryville. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Now open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday. Try their all-you-can-eat pancake special. All you can eat for only $3.99 every day. And don't forget about the big Sunday lunch specials. Every day is a great day to eat at Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Call 704-276-1155 for all of your catering needs, too. Golf carts are the specialty at R&M Motors in Cherryville. No matter where you live, it's well worth the drive to R&M Motors in Cherryville for your custom-made golf carts. Prices start at only $18.50, and all carts come with a 30-day warranty. Come see the selection today. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturdays 8:30 till 2. And be sure to check out R&M Pawn and Trade and R&M Motor Tire and Automotive Care, all located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway, 1 mile outside of Cherryville. Call 704-445-0103.
Nationwide is on your side.
Your Nationwide insurance agent in Cherryville is Sandy Cunningham Nationwide Insurance, 1608 East Church Street. Call 704-445-1990.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
All right, welcome back. We have an Alcom mini storage call to the bullpen, and we have a new pitcher, and I don't know who he is. It's a left-hander. Who's this pitcher?
Cameron Fitch.
I've been asking, and nobody would tell me. Cameron Fitch is the new pitcher for Cherryville. And first pitch is drilled into right field by Storm Payne for a base hit.
Greeted rudely.
Yep. So,
well, we talked about Cherryville's big inning, and now all of a sudden here's 5 hits mixed in with an error, and Gastonia answering with a big inning of their own.
Mm-hmm. So Gastonia may not be through yet. They've tied the game and have runners first and second with 2 out from Mason Fox. Fox, 2 ground outs and a strikeout tonight. And the first pitch is ball 1 from Cameron Fitch, the left-hander. And the pitch blocked up, and Hunter Jackson couldn't find it first and then kicked it into the grass behind home plate, and the runners then were able to move up. At first they were going to stay put because it was right under his feet, but he couldn't see it. And then in turning around, he kicked it.
Well, an outright here would be nice and would erase all that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the bad news is it's 2 more runners in scoring position.
4 runs across in the inning for Gastonia to tie it after Cherryville had taken a 4-run lead on 6 runs in the bottom of the 5th. And there's a strike, 2-1 to Fox. We're the top of the 6th inning here at Fraley Field. Gastonia and Cherryville. And the pitch from Fitch is high. 3-1.
You know, this thing cruised first, second, and third inning, 4th inning. We've been in the 5th and the 6th now for about an hour.
Quite a while. And a 3-1 pitch coming up here. And it's ball 4. So the bases are loaded here. And Wallace, who led off the inning with a base hit, he has scored this inning. He comes back to bat here with 2 down. He's the 10th batter of the inning for post 23. Bases loaded. 2 down, lefty-lefty matchup here. And the pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1.
Milton Josh tells me WCSL will have the Cherryville Little League Championship on Saturday afternoon.
Is it Saturday?
5 o'clock.
Saturday night?
Saturday at 5, sponsored by Carolina Federal Credit Union. So you can catch that Little League Championship, future post 100 players.
And there's a shot to right field. Back, and off the wall.
Going to clear the bases.
Clear them, and it'll be a double.
Wow.
For where this guy Wallace come from. Out of the dugout, Wallace came in on the pitching change to play right field, and he just hit a 3-run double here with 2 out and just missed a grand slam by not very much.
Wow.
3 runs across. It's 11-8. Gastonia retakes the lead and does so in a big way for Trevor Bridges, the batter up. Bridges 1 for 3 on the night. Pitch from Fitch is bunted, third base side foul.
I missed one, Milton. I guess
What'd
that
you
was the
miss?
walk. I got it now.
The walk to
Megan Fox.
Megan.
I would intentionally walk Megan Fox, too.
I'd walk with her somewhere. Where she want to walk? Down the street? I say, hey, everybody, look. Look at me. 0-1 on Trevor Bridges. And the 0-1 pitch popped up. Could be trouble. Second baseman going back makes the catch.
Finally.
For out number 2. And that'll do it for Gastonia Post 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs.
On 6.
On 6 hits.
Trying to help you there on the hits a little bit.
Any errors? None.
One
error?
One. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
just
one runner
one.
left.
Just
okay.
one. He cleaned them up.
7 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 1 left. And we go to the bottom of the 6th then. Looks different again.
Yes,
11 to 8. Gastonia.
Community minded, just like you. Community minded, that's for sure it's true.
You care about the future of this community. You grew up here. You've raised a family here. Your life is here. So is ours.
Carolina Trust Bank. Member FDIC.
Community minded, just like you.
Got a building project in the near future? Then see Don or Tracy Lyles at College Building Supplies in Dallas, right across from Gaston College. You'll find material for treated decks, storage buildings, and even galvanized metal. Save too on roof cement and cement blocks. College Building Supply in Dallas has vinyl windows in all sizes as low as $69. Get quotes from kitchen cabinets, shingles, exterior siding, and even dog houses. College Building Supplies, Highway 321 in Dallas, across from Gaston College. Open Monday through Saturday.
When the septic tank backs up, Dennis Willis Septic Service in Cherryville is the name to remember. Dennis Willis services, repairs, and installs all types of septic tanks. They have pump-out tanks, too. Call Dennis Willis for septic tank service at 704-435-2326. Again, that's 704-435-2326 for professional, fair, and honest work from a name you've trusted for years. Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326.
Shopper and take $500 off any Big Dog X Series mower. These mowers feature a big 26 horsepower Kawasaki engine and a big 52-inch cut. But that's not all. Bring in the same ad in the What's Up Shopper and take $50 off any Cub Cadet tiller in stock or any Land Pride mower in stock. Only from Western Sales, 110 Highway 18 North at the Highway 27 intersection in Vail.
Yes.
All right, welcome back as we go to the bottom of the 6th, and Cherryville finds themselves in the hole again.
Yeah,
by
13
3.
runs there in back-to-back half innings. A 6-run bottom of the 5th for Cherryville, answered by a 7-run top of the 6th for Gastonia.
And the count is 2-1. We got a new pitcher for Gastonia. We'll get you his name here in a moment. The batter, Brandon Alexander, as the count goes 3-1. Number 12 now pitching, Storm Payne. Storm Payne pitching for Gastonia. 3-1 count on Brandon Alexander, and there's a high pop fly, foul territory left side, left fielder giving chase, and made the catch. Good play out there by the left fielder for Gastonia, who may or may not be, well, it's somebody new because Payne was in left field. I don't know who's in left field now.
We'll figure that out here for you momentarily. We know he's a left-hander out there, but as you said earlier in the game, he had only a couple subs. So if it's not somebody that just
well, it could
moved
be
out there.
It could be the kid that was playing right field. He was left-handed.
Okay.
And the right fielder is now right-handed. So what's his name? The guy that just hit the 3-run double. Oh, I'll have to look at my book. Wallace. Could be Wallace
yes.
out there in left field. Ball 1 to count here to Dylan Harris. Harris, the DH. He walked and scored in the 5th inning. And the pitch swung on and missed. 2-1 to count.
Yeah, Cherryville needing to find a way to answer that huge inning there by Gastonia. Top half of the 6th.
2-1 pitch, called a strike. 2-2. Again, I want to thank our camera crew out there tonight. We've had a lot going on here in the press box, and I haven't got to mention our guys outside tonight. Andre Bush behind the right field fence, and behind third base is Freddie Farley, and in the press box is Josh Collins, our camera crew for KTCBroadcasting.com. Milton Baker and David Keever with you on WLON, WCSL, and audio on KTCBroadcasting.com. And there's ball 4 on a 3-2 pitch to Harris.
Milton, what's really turned out to be a very nice, pleasant night here at the ballpark. A comfortable 73 degrees out there. You know, it beats the heck out of that 93 we're sporting today around 4 o'clock.
You betcha. And the batter up is Heath King. King is 2 for 2 with a walk also tonight. He had an RBI single in the big 5th inning for Cherryville. Cherryville thought they had a pretty good inning when they scored 6 runs in the 5th. But in the top of the 6th, Gastonia outdid them by scoring 7 runs and coming back and taking the lead by 3. Swinging a miss by King.
Well, you knew this was the night. We figured it was anyway, with both teams being out of action for a while, getting back into action now after graduation, the trip to the beach, and see a lot of pitchers, and that's what we've seen tonight. We've even seen a lot of position changes as well.
Mm-hmm. Throw to first. And Harris gets back in. Harris I don't really think of as a threat to steal. Maybe I'm wrong.
Especially down 3 now.
Yeah. And it's 0-2 on King as he had a John Brown All-State insurance foul ball there. 11-8. Gastonia leads Cherryville. Post 100 batting bottom of the 6th. And the pitch. There's a rip but foul right side by Heath King, the left-handed hitter.
That thing down around below his knees. Milton, he just kind of golfed at it and got around on it good. Hit it hard, but as you said, you knew it was foul when it left the bat.
And it remains 0-2 on Heath King. 1 out, 1 on for Cherryville here. Bottom of the 6th. And the pitch. Outside. 1-2. And this one is a fly ball to right. It is hit well on this horse. He won't get there. Right fielder and center fielder give chase. Right fielder picks it up, throws it in. King a stand-up double. Harris down to third. So Cherryville back in business.
King very patient up there. Waits and gets his hit.
Now remember in the post-game, the Cherryville Printables post-game show today, we got some awards to announce, win or lose for Cherryville. And who knows how this one's going to end up.
Yeah.
Dalton Towery, the batter up. Dalton singled and scored in the 5th. Dalton didn't get to start tonight, but came on and got his first at bat in the 5th inning. Right-handed hitter Towery with runners 2nd and 3rd and 1 out here. He represents the tying run. Pitch from Payne. Ground ball.
Should get a run in.
Yes, it will. Throw to first is in time, and it's 11-9 as Harris comes in to score on the ground out. An RBI for Towery. Down to third goes King.
And that was a good job that time, Milton, by your base runner over at third there, Harris, to go on contact with the infield playing deep, and he comes in to score easily without a throw.
And the batter up is Brett Huff.
Now, Towery took a little bit of a chance by trying to go to third with that ball hit in front of him at the shortstop position, but he makes it without a throw. Shortstop did the smart thing, too. He goes to first for the sure out.
First pitch of ball to Huff. Next pitch, low ball 2. 2-0 the count. Brett Huff walked with the bases loaded in the 5th inning, got himself an RBI in the process. Right-handed hitter fouls it back, 2-1.
Troy over there giving runs to the other team again.
Quit that.
Well, that game I just mentioned just ended, Milton. Oakland 3, Yankees 2 in 18.
18. Oh, made the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, shortstop, fields it, and the throw in time. And Cherryville will collect a run on 1 hit. No errors, and 1 runner left. We go to the 7th inning. It's 11-9 on a Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales Hauser Drug scoreboard. Gastonia's lead is cut to 2. We'll be right back.
The 2013 Dodge event is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Coming now for some great deals on the new 013 Dodge models, including the new 2013 Dodge Dart, starting at $15,995, or lease a new 2013 Dodge Dart for $149 per month for 24 months. Or how about the new 2013 Dodge Charger, starting at $25,995, or lease it for only $269 per month. See Abernathy for all the detail. Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln. You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today. Carol Lincoln, coming now for some great deals on the new 013 Dodge models, including the new 2013 Dodge Dart, starting at $15,995. Or lease a new 2013 Dodge Dart for $149 per month for 24 months. Or how about the new 2013 Dodge Charger, starting at $25,995. Or lease it for only $269 per month. See Abernathy for all the detail. Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln.
All right, welcome back. Milton Baker and David Keever with you here at Fraley Field. We go to the 7th inning, and Gastonia coming to bat, leading 11-9 on the Mr. Sparky House Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. Batter up is Owenby, and the count.
Yes.
I'm getting ready to tell Troy the scoreboard's wrong. Yeah.
3-2 count on.
Yeah, it's 11-9.
And pitch. Ball forward to Owenby. That's 9th in the order, and that'll bring up the top of the order here. Well, my scoreboard's got me all confused. I thought we were in the 8th inning there for a minute. And this is the top of the 7th. Top of the order up, Brandon Bridges. Kind of all falling apart here tonight. You get these kind of games where everything that can go wrong. Like that, you had to go to your car to get a headset. Calvin had to come into the radio station to try to figure out a audio problem with that.
At one point, second base was third, and the third base line was first base.
And Megan Fox has been playing about half the night.
And the only thing that's not happened is we haven't had that 2-hour rain delay.
Yeah. We had our internet video trouble going on.
That's usually what happens when the school was off. It's the last 12.
And the 0-1 pitch is the ball. And ball on strike.
What if they try it? You got it now.
Well, that's part of it. Man, got 4 runs right there.
That's right. Your end scores. Your end scores.
Tricky. Yeah. 2 and 1.
Hey, buddy.
So
what? Man, we're getting tweets in here, we're getting phone calls, we're getting texts.
It's all right. 2 and 1.
It's all. You wouldn't leave. We get all kinds of stuff in here. People are calling and laughing at us. All right, man.
Yeah, it did.
Side is 2 and 2 on Bridges. Bridges top of the order tonight.
It feels like it.
Oh, 3 officially. He did reach in the 6
I'll
on
tell
their
him. I'll tell him.
Big 7-run, 6 inning for. Now, if I'm Troy, I would leave. Just leave all those innings blank.
Just,
put
yeah,
total
just
out.
leave it.
Please, everybody. Just put your score. There you go. 11-9, leading that. Oh, and pitchers slipped. Yes, it is. Delivered that. That's the first time we've seen anything like that tonight. It's not. Yeah, I've been that way.
That was 100 all of it.
There you go.
So we got it burned.
Okay. And counts 3 and 2 now on the batter. Brandon Bridges. Yeah, I said he'd get the phone call about the scoreboard too. I think it's funny when more people watch that scoreboard in the game. I think he had somebody that just drove in from Shelby and went by and saw it. Hey, that's got to be wrong. It's good to know that the scoreboard is well observed. That's right. Because it's got sponsors on it. So, thanks, sir. And this is a line shot. Huff tries to time his leap at shortstop, but he had been about 9 foot tall. And it's a base hit for Bridges. Base hit for Bridges, runners first and second. Nobody out for Andrew Jordan. Jordan, second batter in the order back. Play second base, here comes Coach Reynolds, and then they have another outbound hit source call the bullpen. Let's see.
Thank goodness.
We're going to make a pitching change. It's going to be at for Cameron Fish, and we'll have another outbound hit source call the bullpen. We'll be right back, folks.
Hauser Drug Store on the corner in downtown Cherryville has been Cherryville's hometown pharmacy since 1935, and they know you by name. For durable medical equipment such as wheelchairs, oxygen, walkers, CPAPs and BiPAPs, lift chairs, and diabetic supplies too, like strips and lancets. Hauser Drug bills Medicare and most all private insurances. And does your pharmacy make home deliveries? Hauser Drug in Cherryville does. It's service after the sale. Good luck, Post 100 from Hauser Drug. Trust Napa Know-How and your Lincoln Auto Parts on North Generals Boulevard to have the parts you need to get the job done right. Napa Auto Parts at 136 North Generals Boulevard is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturday 8 to 4:30. Call 704-735-0411 or come by for quick, knowledgeable service from Eddie or Jason. For your car, truck, SUV, or other vehicle, get the right part. And remember, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lincoln has a full machine shop too. Call 704-735-0411 or come by 136 North Generals Boulevard, Lincoln.
In the Gospels of Matthew, Luke, and John, we are called to forgive others, and God will forgive us. I find that I can forgive others, and I can ask God to forgive me, but sometimes I find it hard to forgive myself. If you are struggling with forgiveness, as we all do, come to Ryan Heights United Methodist Church and hear of the Lord's grace, mercy, and forgiveness. I'm inviting you to come and worship with us Sundays at 11. I am Kathy Maccabee, pastor of Ryan Heights United Methodist Church, and we are located on Madison Street, just up from Betty Ross Park.
Cherryville, right-hander Dylan Harris is Dylan's about the 4th pitcher for Post 100 tonight. Well, I better check your math. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me. I've been in trouble with numbers all night. Andrew Jordan, the batter up, he is 1 for 3 tonight. Also has a walk and has scored 3 runs. throw to second. Runner there is safe. Owen will down to second. Nobody out. Runners first and second. For Gastonia, they lead 11-9 in the top of the 7th inning here at Prairie Field. And picking up again those flags out in center field. And we're going across the field from left to right. Pitch, swung on and missed by Jordan. Now, Harris might throw harder than anybody Cherryville for the pitch tonight on a long shot. Stand out for Cherryville Ironman. Now, and then the hitter and third baseman as well.
Then you tell them what it is.
It's seven.
Run, if we score runs, it's going to come out in the second.
Fastball. Here's a bunt, and it's a good one. Throw to first, and he throws it away. One run will score. Going around third and coming home. All just now getting back to the infield, and all the way down to third will go Jordan.
Yeah, an infield error there, Milton.
E1.
Disastrous.
2-run score. It's 13-9. Scoring was Owenby and Bridges. And down to third, Jordan. 3-base error. And it cost 2 runs, 13-9. The lead is 4, the biggest for Gastonia on the night. And the batter is Wood. And the pitch is a curveball for a strike to Wes Wood.
This game has turned into one like
Bad
News Bears.
Yeah, ground ball to short, throw in time, runner holds up at third, and we get an out.
Yes, we do. Both sides. I mean, it's just been like outs have been so hard. Hits were so hard to come by early, and runs. Now outs have all of a sudden become hard to come by.
Wood, a 6-3 ground out, and that'll bring up Lander Manis.
We in the Matrix.
And the runner's still at third base, one down now. And a pitch, a ball low. Cherryville trying to finish up here eventually tonight and then hit the road tomorrow night at Caldwell County.
Yeah, well, let's face it, Milton, they'll need to play much better, much cleaner game tomorrow in that divisional rivalry game at Caldwell.
Absolutely, as it's fouled back 1-1 on Manus.
And for all practical purposes, that's why you want to play a game like this before you get back into division action.
It's been a long time since Cherryville's played any. I think they played last Wednesday and got to the 4th inning against Burke County when the rain came. They had a game scheduled the next night, and I believe it was rained out. So they really haven't played in over a week. A lot of the guys took vacation after graduation.
Yeah, which means several of them haven't even touched anything probably very much,
1-1 pitch is a strike. 1-2 on Manus. Manus is 3 for 4 on the night. And Harris steps off. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, 1 out. Runner at third, and Cherryville down 13-9. In the dirt, blocked up by Hunter Jackson. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Manus.
Yeah, Milton just a couple innings ago, a big 6-run 5th inning gave Cherryville an 8-4 lead. But boy, since that point, been outscored bad, like 9-1.
And it's 3-2 now on Manus.
I think it's
Manus. Lander Manus, and the pitch is ball 4. So runners on the corners for Gastonia. For Storm Payne.
Phil Garner tweeting about the Grizzlies game, Milton. They just finished the 5th inning. They're going to catch us. It's 1-0. The High Toms lead the Grizzlies, but I just thought about that, man. They're already going to the 6th, and they started about the time we were in the 4th, I think.
I think so. Swing and a miss by Payne.
Payne is 2 for 4 on the night. 2 singles and a run scored. 0-1 to count. Throw to first. And back in and almost thrown away. Good snare there by Brandon Alexander. That one was in the dirt over there at first, and he trapped it between the ground and his glove. 0-1 to count to Storm Payne. And Harris, right-hander, steps off.
Taking his time, being very deliberate, and that's okay. Got the runners on the corners and don't want to give up an easy stolen base. Don't want to give up a wrong pitch here as well.
Pitch outside. Now they got the runner between third and home and a run down.
Yes, they do.
And he is going to be out. Nope.
Caught him safe.
Caught him safe, and he ran way out of the baseline.
Well,
and they called him safe.
Well, that has to go down as a couple stolen bases.
And Manus winds up at third.
Good base running by him.
And
well, he did not tag him because that's why he went out and threw on to home after he missed.
He ran out of the baseline,
exactly.
way out of the baseline.
If anything, he's took about
that's pitiful.
A 6-foot trip around the.
That is a pitiful call, and it's 14-9, the biggest lead for either team now at 5 runs for Gastonia. 14-9, and the count, not sure on Storm Payne here. 1 ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Is that what he said? Runner is at third. That's Manus who came on around on the play a moment ago. And it's 3-1. Wow. 100 times that'll happen, and the runner will be called out for running out of the baseline. And on that one, they called him safe. And that's ball 4 to Payne.
Just not getting any better here.
Nope, first and third.
100, yeah.
Still only 1 out.
3 walks and an error this inning. Only 1 hit so far in the inning, but 3 runs have crossed.
And it's Mason Fox. And he's a left-handed batter up here. He is 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. He has scored a run. And that is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes on Fox.
Got to eventually get this one moving along and over. Got to leave after a while to go to Caldwell.
Yeah. Got to warm the bus up. 2-0 to Fox. Runners first and third, Gastonia. And the pitch. 3-0. It's low and kicks up some dust there. 3-0 on Fox. And the pitch. Ball 4.
Wow.
So nothing close really that time to Fox.
3rd straight walk of this inning. 3rd straight.
Yeah.
That's the 4th walk overall in the inning.
Along with a hit and an error.
Mm-hmm. And that could do it here for Harris. And he pitches the ball to Coach Reynolds, so that will do it. Looks like it may be Alexander going in to change gloves and come back out, Milton.
All right, another Alcon Mini Storage call to the bullpen. We'll be right back with Gastonia leading 14-9. Bases loaded and 1 out, and we'll be right back.
The old saying, you can't keep a good man down, now applies to Brookwood Cafe and Catering. The new Brookwood Cafe and Catering.
And they lived happily ever after.
Thanks, Mom.
Good night, honey.
Good night.
This moment is brought to you by Bennett Insurance Group, your local Erie insurance agent. For affordable insurance coverage in Cherryville, call Rocky at Bennett Insurance Group at 704-435-0271 and see how you can save. Bennett Insurance Group and Erie Insurance. We've got you covered. It's our true blue promise.
Since 1900, the Stamey Funeral Home in Fallston has been serving the families of our area with the finest in funeral service. In 1998, the Tysinger family began to serve the families of the Cherryville community, and today are a proud member of that community, providing services with dignity and respect. caring for your family like our own. That's their slogan. Come talk with manager Pete Kraft about the services they provide at the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home, 405 North Dixie Street in Cherryville.
In the nation, they go by Guardian, Lifesaver, and Friend. At Nationwide Insurance, we just call them agents. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that cares.
Nationwide is on your side.
Your Nationwide Insurance agent in Cherryville is Sandy Cunningham Nationwide Insurance, 1608 East Church Street. Call 704-445-1990.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Door.
Got some other position changes for Cherryville. We'll get to them in a moment. Dylan Harris is at first base now. Batter up, swinging a miss by number 22, Jared Wallace.
Well, Alexander's over at third.
Yep, Alexander at third. Harris at first. New center fielder is
Dalton Towery.
Towery, and in left field is Naren.
And that may be all.
Right fielder still King, I believe. Yep, I believe that's all the change. Huff still at short, and second is Cody Dellinger. Catcher still Jackson. And the count goes 1-1 on Wallace. Wallace, in 2 at-bats tonight, has singled and doubled, and he has a 3-run double in the big 7-run 6th inning for Gastonia. Next pitch, he flinched at it. It's called a strike.
Needing some of those.
Yeah. Left-hander Josh Bean called upon to try to get out of this 7th inning. Ground ball to the second baseman. 4-6.
That'll be
That's all they'll get. A run will score. Manis comes in to score 15-9.
It is an RBI ground out.
It'll be a fielder's choice for Wallace. He does get his 4th RBI of the night. Out at second is Fox, 4-6 for out number 2. Down to third went Payne. So runners first and third, and 2 down now, and a run in on the play. It's 15-9 for the 9th batter of the inning. Now Trevor Bridges. And the pitch is called a strike. Gastonia sent 11 up in the 6th, 9 up so far here in the 7th.
That'll mess the scorebook up.
Blooper to center field. Towery there makes the catch, and that will do it for Gastonia. But another productive inning. 4 runs in the inning on 1 hit.
Is that not amazing?
1 error.
Yep.
2 left. We got the bottom of the 7th. Cherryville trails 15-9.
Carolina Care Center strives to provide quality care and promote an excellent quality of life. They now offer Carolina Care Cottages. All Carolina Care services are now available to cottage residents on an outpatient basis. Cottage residents have priority to beds if need at Carolina Care Center. The 2-bedroom cottages are fully equipped. Reserve your new home today by calling 704-435-4161. Carolina Care, offering a standard of excellence. Let their family take care of your family today at Carolina Care Center. It's time to jump in. Jump in and cool off with a dip in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna zero-turn tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln.
What are some of the greatest moments in sports? For me, I think of the basketball games in my uncle's driveway when I was a kid. He wasn't just my uncle, he was a friend. When he died, his funeral allowed me to share what he meant to me. It was a meaningful funeral for a life worth celebrating. As a member of the National Funeral Directors Association, the staff at Carpenter's Funeral Home understand the importance of creating a meaningful funeral service for a life worth celebrating. For more information, call Carpenter's Funeral Home at 704-435-6711. Carpenter's Funeral Home, excellence in cremation and funeral services.
By 6 runs, their biggest deficit of the night. And batter up will be the pitcher, Josh Beam, followed by Hunter Jackson, then Cody Dellinger. Again, a reminder on Saturday, the Cherryville City Little League championship game will be broadcast on ktcbroadcasting.com. Live video of the game.
Sponsored by Carolina Federal Credit Union.
All right, we thank Carolina Federal Credit Union. And here's a pop-up by Beam. Shortstop under it, waits on it to come down, and it does finally.
It did come down.
It goes up, must come down. And that is out number 1, as Beam is 0 for 2 on the night since coming in the 5th inning.
We are in the bottom of the 7th, aren't we?
Oh, I think so.
My book has so many changes and dots and move-overs.
Mine's a real mess. Except right here, Hunter Jackson's been the catcher all night and batted 9th, and has a double, a fly-out, and a ground-out tonight. And there's ball 1 from Payne.
It was an RBI ground-out.
Yes, it was.
A productive one.
Didn't put that down.
I got to tell you a good one, Milton, is all the talk about the scoreboard tonight, and Alan Aker, of course, the son of Danny and Judy, comes in, sits down, looks out there for a minute, and serious as could be, says, "What happened? Did lightning hit the scoreboard?"
Oh, man, yeah. Ball bounces in there. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Jackson from Storm Payne. Payne about, the 3rd pitcher tonight for Gastonia?
I think so.
3-0 is nada. It's ball 4 and a walk for Jackson.
That would have been Brooks, followed by Fox, followed by Payne on the mound, yes.
Brooks, Fox, and Payne.
Attorneys at law?
Could be. Let's see. Batter up is top of the order, Cody Dallinger. 3 walks and a single tonight for Cody.
Well, I tell you, that's production out of the leadoff spot.
You betcha. He scored twice. He has 2 stolen bases on the night. Left-handed hitter waits. And the pitch is low.
Cherryville Juniors beat Lincoln 15-3. Milton last night. Randall Long winning pitcher. They improved to 3-3-1. They play at home here tomorrow, a doubleheader against the North Lincoln B team at 5 o'clock, and then again here on Saturday at 7 o'clock.
Throw to first. Back in is Jackson. And yes, folks, you heard right. They did have a tie.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
3-3-1.
Yeah. The thing there is they don't, when they play in doubleheaders, they won't go to extra innings. They just go ahead and stop after 5 and start the next game. So.
I see. Pitch in the dirt, backhanded there by the catcher. It's 2-0 on Dellinger. And Payne is struggling to throw strikes now. Third baseman comes over. Payne says, "May I help you?" I've never pitched at all, but I can imagine. Yes, I know. That'd be my attitude. Yes, I know. Throw a strike. I know. You do it.
You look at him and say, "Is that what this is all about?"
2-0 is outside. 3-0. I bet baseball players do say some funny stuff we never hear.
What they want, I know what they want to say is
3-0 pitch. That's high, way above his cap bill that time. Ball 4, and back-to-back walks with 1 out will bring up Caleb Narron, who's now playing left field.
Milton, I would say that they probably want to look at him and say, "If you know all that much about it, why weren't you a pitcher?"
That's right. What'd you pitch? Let's see. Whoever is over there at third might be a pitcher before it's all over.
Yeah, you can't say that in Legion ball as much, can you?
It's Brandon Bridges, if he's still playing third.
At the rate this game is going, everybody may get to pitch before this one ends.
And Gastonia coach coming out as that's ball 1 to Narron. And Josh Cobb, the former Cherryville Ironman and Post 100 star, he now coaches Gastonia out on the mound, talking it over with his pitcher, Storm Payne. No indication yet that he's going to take him out, however.
I wouldn't think so now. Not at this point, as long as he's been out there talking to him.
Yeah, umpire's going to go out there and break the meeting up. I still can't get over that play in the top of the 7th where the guy coming down from third just jumped way out of the baseline, went on home, and they called him safe. Still can't get over that call.
I think the coach that time, Milton, I was out there saying, "I don't know what the third baseman told you."
But listen to him. Did he tell you to throw more balls? 1-0 the count. And the pitch. That's not a strike.
And then he said he's not a pitcher for a reason, right?
Right. It's 2-0 on Naren. Runners first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And there's a strike. First strike in a while. And Cherryville trails here by 6 runs. But there's no telling how this one's going to wind up. That's high 3-1 to Naren. Brandon Alexander on deck. Just a crazy night at the ball game. Crazy night. 3-1 pitch. Inside edge for a strike. It's the left-handed hitter Naren. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Caleb Naren. New name for you here for Post 100.
And I like what I see out of him tonight so far.
And that's ball 4 in the dirt. He's walked the bases loaded.
How about that payback?
A walk to Jackson, a walk to Dellinger, and a walk to Naren brings up Brandon Alexander.
That is going to do it.
And Josh Cobb's coming out to the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change for Gastonia Post 23 here, it looks like. Looks like third baseman might be going to pitch there, David.
That's what he was telling him earlier.
Let me try.
I'm next, you know.
Let me try. We'll be right back, folks. Stay with us.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
Shane Calloway invites you to see Cherryville Printables for your sports embroidery, screen printing, and promotional items. Plus, if you're a member of a sports team, the new Cherryville Printables sells uniforms and sporting good apparel, including New Era and Flex Fit hats. Plus, name brand apparel including Nike, Augustus, Holloway, Ashworth, Adidas, Carhartt, and Dry Duck. And they can personalize any item. And be sure to ask about their special fundraising pricing. See their products in Medical Center Pharmacy or call 704-748-3550. That's Shane Calloway and Cherryville Printables. Again, 704-748-3550.
With a couple of bedrooms, a porch, a garage band, and a mortgage that fits me.
Bankers who listen, mortgages that fit. That's what makes Cherryville Federal Bank better. An equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back as Brandon Bridges is the new pitcher here for Gastonia with bases loaded, 1 out for Brandon Alexander. First pitch, a strike to Alexander. Brandon is 1 for 4 on the night. RBI single back in the 3rd inning. 0-1 pitch here. Bouncer, third base side. It's going to be trouble. Only play to first and got him.
Well, that was a nice play by the third baseman.
Yeah, just coming over there on the pitching change. And that was
Andrew
smooth as
Jordan.
silk.
Yes, it was. I didn't expect him to make that pickup on that short hop and to do so and then make the nice throw as well. Good play.
Jackson scored. It's 15-10.
RBI ground out for Alexander.
Runners go to second and third. See if Cherryville can do a little bit more here. It's Dylan Harris now playing first base, batting, and the pitch is hit at the shortstop, up and over.
How about that? Relief pitcher comes in and does the job.
So 1 run for Cherryville on 0 hits. There was no errors and 2 left. When we go to the 8th inning, it's 15-10 Gastonia on a Mr. Sparky TRT Trailer Sales Hauser Drug scoreboard. And we'll be right back.
We used to practice in a storage unit.
What makes a Cherryville Federal Bank mortgage better?
My apartment couldn't hold all the equipment. Plus, it wasn't a great way to make friends with the neighbors. I got a raise at my day job, and I was like, maybe I can afford a house. So I go down to see Ed at Cherryville Federal, just to see what was out there. He asked all about my job, how much I make, if I have anything saved for a down payment. Then he says I might be a perfect fit for some special home loan programs. He got me pre-qualified, so I knew how much house I could shop for. Now, I'm a homeowner. Me, a homeowner, with a couple of bedrooms, a porch, a garage band, and a mortgage that fits me.
Bankers who listen, mortgages that fit. That's what makes Cherryville Federal Bank better. An equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Bright, sunshiny day.
If you want to be treated like family, stop by the drugstore in Lincoln and Vale or Bossier City, and you will get just that. The drugstore is locally owned and operated. George and his staff take great pride in giving all their customers fast, efficient, quality customer service. They can help you with any prescription or home health care need you may have. Find them on Facebook or at tdspharmacies.com. The drugstore would like to welcome you to their family.
Exterior siding, and even dog houses. College Building Supplies, Highway 321 in Dallas, across from Gaston College. Open Monday through Saturday.
Okay, we are back at Fraley Field, a marathon game here tonight.
To say the least.
About 10 to 10. We started at 7:07, and thank goodness we weren't delayed any more than that because of the shower earlier. Really wasn't delayed that much because of the rain. They could have started probably at 7, and things just kind of ran behind schedule. And batter up for Gastonia here in the top of the 8th is the bottom of the order, Boone Owenby, and it counts 1-1 from Josh Beam. Lefty on the mound for Cherryville, and the count goes 2-1. Owenby in that number 9 spot, a couple of hits tonight along with a walk. He's he scored 3 times. Started to say he had a stolen base, but that wasn't a stolen base. So he got the second on a pass ball earlier. Count goes 3-1. (3-1) from Bean. It's ball 4. So a leadoff walk brings up Brandon Bridges, who's now pitching for Gastonia. As of that bottom of the 7th, he came in, got the last 2 out. Faced 2, got them out, and Cherryville only got 1 run out of the inning.
I did not need to hear you say a leadoff walk.
And the pitch from Bing, fouled right, straight back.
Milton, Cherryville pitching had gone 6 innings, allowing 3 walks, and now that's the 5th in the last inning plus.
Yeah, it's going to be
that's a lot.
Not beautiful stats for any of the pitchers tonight, except maybe this guy, Brandon Bridges, because he's got only 2 batters he's faced out. He is their 4th pitcher of the night. Beam out there is Cherryville's 5th pitcher. Start of the game, Beam was in the dugout. I wonder if he thought he might pitch some tonight. 0-2 the count on Bridges.
Well, when you go to a Legion game, put your uniform on.
You might.
Always.
They might get me or you come
That's
down
right.
there and pitch.
I've already ran to the car and back. I'm finished.
You did. You got there and back pretty quick with that headset. 1-2 on Bridges, and it goes 2-2. Jackson has had a workout there behind the plate tonight. Gosh, if it hadn't come that shower and cooled things off, if it was as muggy and hot tonight as it was today, he'd be wore out.
94 when you got here today? In here. 94 in the
press box?
Yep.
3-2 the count on Bridges now.
Rather comfortable right now.
Feels good. The 3-2 pitch popped up and could be trouble.
Yep.
Oh,
and it dropped.
It dropped
they
in.
have a play at second.
And
though,
they
Milton.
do. They get the force on Owenby down at second. That'll go 7-3.
to 4.
Not the everyday force out number there.
Yep, so out number 1, and it'll be a fielder's choice.
It does save the error.
Yep.
Is what it does.
So they got the out. Fielder's choice for Bridges. And
it's just tough luck for the runner is what it is. He had kind of hung out there in no man's land, nowhere to go.
Absolutely. Because he's either going to be too close to second or not close enough or whatever, depending on what happens. And the batter up, check swing, first base side. There's 1 down to second. Can't get the tag on him there.
No, but that's a smart play over there by Harris to get that sure out before you turn and throw to second.
Bridges makes it into second on Jordan's 3 unassisted ground out there for out number 2, and it'll bring up Wes Wood. Wes Wood.
I wonder if his nickname's the Wizard.
The Wizard of Westwood.
Which was John Wooden.
That's exactly right.
Back in the day.
And the pitch. A ball. We only got one Wizard.
That's right. That's what I was going to say.
We got the Wizard ball up here.
The Wizard name's already taken.
We're saving that Wizard ball for playoffs. Playoffs. Throw to second, and he's back in.
Yeah, playoffs.
Playoffs. Won't be long.
No, it won't
be long.
I want to say July the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, might be the first day of playoffs.
Playoffs?
Do you know what day July the 1st is on?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's on Monday.
You didn't have to tell me.
It's my sister's birthday.
I think
too.
that's the day of the meeting for the pairings. It's usually on Sunday, but for some reason this year it's scheduled on a Monday. Then the day off Tuesday, and then action on the 3rd, which would be Wednesday then, right?
Okay. 2-0 pitch to Wood. It's a strike, 2-1. Let's see. Something we hadn't mentioned since early on in the broadcast, the makeup game with Burke County, the one that was in the 4th inning, 1-1 the other night. Makeup night is June 20th, Thursday night, June 20th.
1 week from today.
We'll broadcast that on the radio. Probably do video, too. I don't know for sure. But, and throw to second again, and he's safe. We assume they'll just start that game over. I don't know. They have the option, I guess. Don't they, to pick it up where it was?
That's a good question, and a lot of times that may be talked about between the coaches before the game ever starts.
Yeah.
Obviously, you couldn't decide it after because somebody might be up 10-0.
Yeah.
And you'd want to know ahead of time.
And
so.
if I'm on the nothing end of that,
I'm
I'm going
not
to say,
coming
let's
back.
start over. 2-2 on Wood now.
I think, obviously the rules are they play by American League rules, but they do have a few exceptions thrown in there. Obviously, Major League Baseball rules would be you start over.
Yeah.
But they, I think in the playoffs, they definitely play suspended games.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at second. It's 15-10. Gastonia leads, batting in the top of the 8th here at Fraley Field. It's been a wild night. Cherryville scored 6 runs to take a 4-run lead after the bottom of the 5th, but then Gastonia came roaring back in the top of the 6th with 7 runs.
Had a 6-run inning and still trailed by 5. That's a pretty tough night.
And look, that's something else. 3-2 now on Wood with 2 out. Beam trying to get this last out here, the 8th. Run down there at second. Big lead in the pitch. Ball 4. So he walks.
Another walk.
Another batter here. 2 walks in the inning. And runners at first and second for Lander Manis. Manis has 3 hits on the night, along with a walk and a flyout. Throw to second again. He's safe. Bridges is getting a big lead down there at second, and Beam's aware of it. He's thrown down there about 3 times now. And the pitch, ground ball, third base. This should be an easy one for Alexander there. On the force there, they get Bridges 5 unassisted for out number 3. It'll be a fielder's choice for Manis.
A scoreless inning.
How about that? No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Cherryville trails 15-10 on the Hauser.
Your full-service service center for your automobile is Rick's Automotive on East Main Street in Cherryville. They do it all at Rick's Automotive. Rick Walker and his staff is dedicated at providing you the best in automotive care. From an oil change to a tune-up, from a tire alignment to a full set of new tires, from heaters to air conditioners, you can get it done at Rick's Automotive. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Rick's Automotive, 1001 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 435-3801.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend projects.
Ace, the helpful place.
Your reasons for a personal loan are as individual as you are. As a community bank, we understand that. We're the bank with the focus on service. So we'll help you design a loan plan that fits your needs and your budget. Talk to us about your personal reasons for a personal loan. First National Bank, hometown banking since 1874. Member FDIC.
Just like you love Cherryville sports, Cherryville has a hometown skilled nursing facility that loves their work too. Peak Resources Cherryville, where caring comes to life. For a tour of Peak Resources Cherryville, call us at 704-435-6029 or just stop by. Located off Delview Road at 700 Self Street in Cherryville. And we'd love to meet you. Peak Resources Cherryville, providing exceptional nursing and rehabilitation care at Cherryville. Again, phone 704-435-6029. For Peak Resources Cherryville. Put out a potential Cherryville.
King's had a good night at the plate.
Mm-hmm. His foul ball there. Tonight he has 2 singles and a double. 15-10. And Cherryville's big inning was the 5th with 6 runs.
Well, it's Legion baseball. No team's ever out of it.
No,
so
sir.
you just got to get the bats cranked back up. All it takes is another 6-run inning here, and you got the lead back.
1-1 pitch, swung on and missed.
I think the main thing for them here, though, Milton, they need to chip away here. You don't want to go into the bottom of the ninth still trailing by 5.
1-2 pitch, foul back. You're right about that. Still 1-2 on Heath King. Cherryville on the road tomorrow night at Caldwell County. And then here we got a ground ball to short and have to hurry. Safe. He beats
Good
it
hustle
out.
by Heath King. It's his 4th hit of the night, and this one, like you said, Milton, just hustle, just racing down the line and determined to beat it out.
Scheduled to have a doubleheader here Sunday with Asheville starting at 5. Doubleheader still on for Sunday? 5 o'clock. First game at 5. Wednesday the 19th, Shelby here. Thursday the 20th, the makeup with Burke County here. Then Friday the 21st at Hickory. Saturday 22nd at Rutherford County. Sunday 23rd, Caldwell County here. Then to get a break for a couple days.
If you're wondering about weather, the weekend here looks really good, Milton.
Man.
I mean, look, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all sunny, highs 82, 84, 88. Creeping back up, but at least not 93 and not, not those rough thunderstorms.
Dalton Towery, the batter, strike 1 on him. Towery came in pinch hitting in the 5th inning, got an RBI single and a run scored. Then he got an RBI on a ground out in the 6th, and the count goes 1-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Run at first, nobody out. And the throw to first, King getting back in, diving in, kind of spinning his wheels over there. But he got back in. 1-1 on Towery. And the pitch. Strike. That's a pretty good pitch to take right there. Tower is expecting maybe
some break to it, a curveball or something, and he threw a fastball. Yeah. 1-2 pitch, runner going, and the ground ball to short. Shortstop, another tough throw, but he made that one.
Yes, he did. That was a nice play. He had to recover because he was going toward the bag to cover second with the runner going.
At Westwood, he's a pretty good ball player out there. And runner goes to second safely on the 6-3 ground out by Towery. 1 out for Brett Huff. Huff walked and got an RBI in the 5th on a bases-loaded walk it was. He grounded out in the 6th.
Seems like that's been forever since that
Yeah.
big 5th inning.
Brett not starting tonight, letting some of the other guys get some action in there tonight. Towery and Huff and Beam didn't start. They came in the 5th inning.
Yeah, I think Coach Reynolds probably had a plan to play. Most people let them get a little time under their belt again, like we said, before the big game tomorrow night in the division.
Strike zone getting a little bigger here. There's strike to Huff. Pitcher steps off. And Coach Reynolds wants to talk to his hitter here, Brett Huff. Heath King down at second base. 1 out here. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 15-10. Actually, it's later than that. Almost 3 hours into the game. We lack about 3 minutes. Being 3 hours into this one.
And still plenty to be played.
Folks who came out tonight getting their money's worth. And the pitch is a ball. At least they hadn't got wet out there tonight.
Nope.
It was quite a thunderstorm moving through the area earlier today, but Cherryville spared much of the rain. The field in really good shape, and there's a strike call.
Yeah, I just wonder if there were any tornadoes associated with it. I know there was real strong winds, as I showed you on a picture of a big oak tree downed on Highway 27 east of Lincoln across power lines, which was nasty looking.
1-2 pitch, grounded at shortstop, long throw, safe.
Another infield hit. Good hustle this time by Huff.
Yeah, and done this for a long time, and I'll usually call them as I see them. That call might have benefited Cherryville. You think he got there?
That was close. You know what, Milton, to be honest with you, that's close as you can get there.
Yeah,
and that's
bang, bang.
Pretty doggone close. I think I go with safe on the call.
All right, batter up.
The
is
one
Beam.
difference where we are is we've got to watch it. We don't get the benefit of the sound.
Yep. Pitch goes to the backstop, a pass ball, and the runners will move up.
We don't get the benefit of that sound of the ball popping in the first baseman's glove like you do out there on the field. So
that is true.
We just kind of have to go by the vision, and makes it a little tougher.
It's ball 1 to Josh Beam. Beam, an RBI on a fielder's choice in the 5th inning, and a pop-up in the 6th. And this one foul back.
You know, Milton, I know I got 2 eyes, but that don't make it easier to watch the foot of the runner and the ball in the glove, does it?
No, it's hard to say.
Don't work that way.
Hard. It was
close.
Right,
I mean, it was
close.
bang, bang.
Huff gets
I
the
thought he
infield
got there,
single.
though.
2 hits in the inning for Cherryville, and both of them of the infield variety, both on throws from the shortstop. The only out in the inning was a 6-3 ground out. And the count goes 2-1 on Beam. And it's popped up, left field side, foul territory, long run. Now it comes back in the field of play, and it drops for a fair ball. You're absolutely right. Wow. The left fielder overran it into foul territory, then had to get back, had to circle back and get
another error.
And it drops down in the field of play. So error. And
you know what, Milton? When that ball was hit, and I'm watching the left fielder, I'm wondering, is it going to go out of play? You know, is it going to go out of play before he can get to it? And the next thing you know, he's overran it and trying to dive back in the field of play to catch it.
It's run scored. Rocky Bennett run scored. It's 15-11. And runners at second and third, a 2-base error out there. And the batter up is Hunter Jackson. And this one gets by.
takes not a good bounce back off the wall, and a run scores. It's 15-12.
A wild pitch now, allowing runners to advance.
Yeah, and the runner at second goes to third, and
I want to go back to your call at first base a few minutes ago that you thought might have been for Cherryville. Another way to tell whenever you're in the position we are, I never heard anything from the Gastonia bench.
They didn't argue,
Didn't see anybody get up, ooh, come on, that kind of thing. So
here's a ground ball to short, runner coming home. Shortstop's throw in time for out number 2, but it'll be an RBI for Jackson. And we got a 2-run ball game, 15-13.
I think that's very important, as I said at the beginning of the inning. It'd be a lot different to come in the bottom of the ninth down 2 than down 5.
Yep. So here comes the top of the order, Cody Dellinger, who just can't help it. He's been on base every time tonight. 5 times, 4 walks, and a hit. Let's see if he can keep it going here, and that would bring the potential tying run to bat in the form of Caleb Nairn. There's ball 1 to Dellinger.
Now, I'm not saying that post 100 is going to come in only down 2. There's a chance here we cut it even closer, and there's also that good chance that Gastonia adds some more runs. But
yeah, that one almost hit Dellinger. That'd have been a good one to take for the team right there.
I also have the feeling, though, mentally, when you go out there to play defense in the ninth, let's tighten it up a little bit because we've got a chance to win this thing in the home half.
And that's ball 3 outside. Nothing close so far to Cody Dellinger. He might get his 5th walk of the night here.
Would that not be something?
And a 3-0. Called a strike. 3-1.
Well, if he does reach here, as you said, tie and run would come to the plate. Caleb Nairn.
3-1 pitch. Called a strike. Dellinger thought it was ball 4, and so did
look low from here.
Everybody. Yeah. 3-2 now. Dellinger got to be ready. 2 out. Scribbled down by 2 in the bottom of the 8th. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Tough break there for Cody. As he had ball 4 a while ago. Umpire called it a strike. It's been that kind of night. He strikes out to retire the side, but Cherryville gets 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left. We go to the 9th. 15-13 on the Mr. Sparky TRT Treasures Hauser Drug scoreboard.
Get the Grasshopper advantage with the new Grasshopper mower from West End Sales in Vail. And right now, you pay 0 interest for 54 months with equal monthly payments. Come on into West End Sales for all the details. Not only will you see the difference, you will experience the difference. Make a Grasshopper your next mower from West End Sales. Highway 18 North at the 27 West intersection. Get 0% financing on the Grasshopper mowers from West End Sales in Vail. Get it cranked with a stop at Field Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. They start all the winners. They do it all at Field Starter and Alternator, from starters to alternators, generators, rebuilt and repairs. With 2 locations, 457 Paul H. Beam Road and 319 East Main Street, both in Cherryville. Yes, get it cranked and get it running with a visit to Field Starter and Alternator of Cherryville.
About to start. What the? You finally put the kids to sleep.
Sweet dreams. No, the battery.
Your dinner guests will be here in 5 minutes.
Not now. Oh.
Mr. Sparky electricians are around the corner and ready to help. Get a free service call with any repair from Mr. Sparky today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
We go to the 9th inning here, and 15-13, Gastonia leads. Payne leads off. First pitch, a strike from Josh Beam. Next pitch was ball 1. 1-1 on Payne.
Milton Cherryville looking to hold them on 4 downs here, take over and kick a field goal.
That's right.
In the closing seconds.
On a field goal. And the pitch is strike 1-2 now to Storm Payne. Fox and Wallace due up here. 1-2 on the left-handed Storm Payne. Lefty-lefty matchup, fouled off. Payne says like that caught Hunter Jackson on the bare hand.
Ouch. Umpire will walk the ball halfway out there to the mound, give Jackson a moment to shake it off there. He's feeling that on that bare right hand. Okay, still 1-2 on Payne. And the pitch from Beam.
Oh, my.
Laced to right field, drops in, base hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting by Payne. That breaking pitch, he just stayed back and waited, and finally just, at the last second, flick of the wrist, Milton.
Yep, his third hit of the night.
Rips it to right.
Wins the lefty-lefty matchup and brings up Fox. Is that right?
It's where I am.
No, it's number 13, Taylor Adams.
Oh, okay. That spot in the order, though.
Yeah, 13, Taylor Adams. Left-handed batter. And it's strike one.
Megan Fox had prior engagement.
And Taylor Adams is the batter. Was you doing the game with me the other night? We had Tyler Swift.
Yeah, I think,
Swift.
Tyler and Taylor.
Throw to first, runner safe. So Taylor Adams batting here in the ninth.
15 hits now for this Gastonia Post 23 team. 15 hits.
And we've got 11 for Cherryville. Official scorer has one more. So
there's another foul ball.
Probably one of our errors scored a hit officially, and it's fouled back on the bunt. Adams.
Danny's got one more hit, and I'm usually a lenient scorer. I usually lean hit. When in doubt, I usually just will give the hit. So.
0-2 to Adams here.
Makes me wonder if he did it on the ball that the kid overran.
Came back in. That may have been where he did. Gastonia, the only one that hadn't gotten in the game tonight, as far as we know, is Rumberg. He might be. No, that's not him on deck. Aaron Rumberg hasn't gotten in the game yet for Gastonia. Swing and a miss by Adams, and he's out on strikes. And that'll bring up Wallace, who's had a big night tonight. A single, a double, and 4 RBIs.
How about that? The big 3-run double. His big blow back in the 6th inning, that huge 6th inning.
For Cherryville, everybody's gotten in the game tonight for Post 100. Everybody has played.
And that's a lot more players, a lot more on the roster than Gastonia's brought with them.
Pitch here to the lefty, Wallace. Trouble.
Nice play.
Yeah, pitcher
Beam.
Josh Beam fields it along the first base side, tags the runner. One unassisted on Wallace for out number 2.
You know, it was about the only play he had, too, because if he has to take the time to switch it from glove hand to pitching hand and then try to throw it, because he's got to twist it to throw it. He's left-handed.
Yep.
He probably don't get him.
Coach Reynolds going to take the ball from Beam after that. And batter up will be Trevor Bridges, but we're going to have a Alcon Mini Storage call to the bullpen. We'll be right back with the changes for Post 100.
Friends, stop spending our...
Super Tuesday is back at Medical Center Pharmacy on East Academy Street in Cherryville. Cheeseburgers for just 99 cents. And it's time to get your flu shots. And don't forget about the new Kids Vitamin Free program. Pick up a free bottle of Children's Chewable Multivitamins every 30 days. Parent must come in and sign up each child for their 30-day supply. At Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Now open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday. Try their all-you-can-eat pancake special. All you can eat for only $3.99 every day. And don't forget about the big Sunday lunch specials. Every day is a great day to eat at Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Call 704-276-1155 for all of your catering needs, too. Golf carts are the specialty at R&M Motors in Cherryville. No matter where you live, it's well worth the drive to R&M Motors in Cherryville for your custom-made golf carts. Prices start at only $18.50, and all carts come with a 30-day warranty. Come see the selection today. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturdays 8:30 till 2. And be sure to check out R&M Pawn and Trade and R&M Motor Tire and Automotive Care, all located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway, 1 mile outside of Cherryville. Call 704-445-0103.
Sixth pitcher of the night for Post 100, and
no surprise there, Milton, with 15 runs and 15 hits on the board. You would expect a lot of pitchers to come through.
Batter up, Trevor Bridges. Trevor bats 8th in the order. He's 1 for 5 on the night. And he'll bat here with 2 out and a runner at second. In a 2-run ball game, Gastonia leading in the top of the ninth, 15-13. Pitch from Towery. Strike 1.
It comes from the sidearm motion from Towery. Be a different look for the Gastonia hitters, at least tonight.
And the 0-1 coming up here to Trevor Bridges. And he steps off instead. There's Towery. The 0-1 delivery. Yeah, it's grounded for a base hit between short and third.
Right in the hole.
Runner coming around third. Here's the throw to the plate. He is out. If you don't know, he is out. Hunter Jackson and Storm Payne collide at home plate. And Jackson, little tough guy there, held on to the ball. That was a big collision there, but he held on.
7-2 put out. A nice play, a nice throw from out there in left field, and then a nice tag and nice job by Jackson Milton just to hang on to it, and a good way to end the inning.
A base hit for Bridges, but you're right, 7-2 the put out, and that'll do it in the ninth. It's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Cherryville down 15-13, and due up, Naren, Alexander, and Harris, I think. So we'll discover something for everyone at the Red Rabbit 27 shops in Lincoln. For women, you'll find handbags, sunglasses, garden decor, and more. For men, there's outdoor furniture, garden tools, saddles, boots, and chaps. For kids, check out the selection of children's clothes, doll clothes, and baby blankets too. Everyone will love the birdhouses, artwork, pottery, plants, wicker furniture, antique furniture, and jewelry too. Located on Highway 27 east of Lincoln, Red Rabbit 27 open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-240-4448.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Your Train Comfort Specialist is Roland Black Heated and Cooling. Call 704-865-1375. Roland Black Heated and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train.
Trailers for everything, and we mean it, at TRT Trailer Sales in Lincoln, 3302 Gastonia Highway. Trailers for hauling livestock, motorcycles, and cars. You'll find dump trailers, utility, and landscaping trailers. You'll find racing trailers with finished interiors, plus the tag-along and gooseneck trailers, insulated trailers with tack compartments and 110 packages. Call toll-free at 1-877-279-7465 or visit the website, trttrailersales.com.
Tonight, officially 2 for 3 with a sacrifice fly in that walk, and he has 1 RBI on the evening. The pitch in the dirt. 2-0 to Naren. And a 2-run ball game here.
I was just thinking, Milton, any way to get on here. I mean, you're in the heart of the order, 2, 3, and 4, so get a runner on, and then a tying run will come to the plate.
You bet you. Here we go. 2-0 pitch is ball 3. Tying run on deck if Naren reaches here. Central tying run. Brandon Alexander. And there's ball 4.
There it is.
He was
in the dirt and outside and high and everything with those pitches.
And, of course, if you're Josh Cobb over there coaching Gastonia Post 23, that's the last thing you want to see with a 2-run lead in the ninth is a leadoff walk.
Wouldn't it be something if Cherryville not only ties it here in the bottom of the ninth, but pulls this thing out and wins it after all the ups and downs in this game?
Always that chance in Legion baseball.
There's a chance.
Legion, college.
Here's your potential.
Aluminum bats.
Yeah, potential tying run, winning run on deck. Dylan Harris. Bridges delivers. And here's a high pop-up. Left field side. And we're going to have the left fielder dropped it. Now hustling down to second, and Aaron's going to be out.
Yep. Again, it comes into play again, Milton. That fielder's choice, just good, smart heads-up baseball by the left fielder.
Yep.
Knowing what to do with the ball when you pick it up.
A fielder's choice for Alexander, and they get the out on Naren down at second, 7-4 on the putout. And
tough
the
break
batter
for
up
Cherryville.
is Harris. You're right.
Very
That's
tough break for Cherryville.
Big time. I thought the left fielder and shortstop were going to run into each other.
Yeah, I didn't want to see that.
I thought somebody was going to get hurt. All right, so one out, one on for Cherryville. Potential tying run is Harris at the bat here, and there's a strike to Dylan. Heath King waits on deck. One down.
Need to get King back up there. 4 straight hits.
Mm-hmm. And the pitch. Pop back. 0-2 on Harris. Dylan Harris, who's been DHing, pitched a little bit tonight, now playing first base. Here's the 0-2. And it's a ground ball, third base side, and it is a just
close.
Foul ball. Just foul.
Coach Reynolds looking at the umpire. Hadn't said a word, but now he does. He's just looking to make sure he's sure of himself.
I don't know either.
It'd be hard for us to see.
Yeah, we don't have the line of sight
No.
either.
And Coach Reynolds didn't argue it really at all.
A very close call.
Mm-hmm. And that's gutsy play by the third baseman to take that chance.
Yeah. Well, it was certainly fair in front of third base.
Yeah, let's put it this way: third baseman really had no choice. He wasn't going to get the out, so he did have Harris run him. He's going to have to make a good play and a good throw to have a chance of the out. So he might as well let it go and take the chance.
All right, it's still 0-2, and the pitch. This one's lifted to center field. Center fielder back now. He stops, camps out under it, makes the catch with a long fly out, and there's 2 down. It'll be up to Heath King to keep things going here for Cherryville. With Alexander at first base, 2 down now. And Heath King, like I said, David, 4 straight hits after a walk in the second inning. He singled in the third, singled and scored in the fifth, doubled in the sixth, singled and scored in the eighth. King, hot hitter tonight. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. King has 1 RBI. Cherryville down by 2, and there's 2 out now in the bottom of the ninth. And here's a ground ball. Second baseman fields it up and over, and that will. Did he get his foot? No, he didn't get his foot on the bag in time. They said King was safe.
Wow. Well, that's got to be
First
an infield
baseman
error.
over there caught the ball and didn't have his foot on the bag. So E3.
Got to give it to the first baseman.
Yeah, he didn't have his foot on the bag when he caught it.
Wow.
And he put his foot on the bag, but the base umpire, Seth Keener, says King had beat it out. So here is your potential winning run for Cherryville now, Dalton Towery.
How about that?
Tying runs are on base. The potential winner is at the plate.
Well, now how about if you hit a home run and all of a sudden you became the winning pitcher as well?
Wouldn't that be something? There it says strike to Towery. That could happen right here. Dalton Towery. 2 runs will send us to extra innings. 3 will win it. And Towery and Coach Reynolds going to have a chat along with the on-deck batter, Brett Huff, coming over to listen in. All right, Dalton Towery. Big at bat here.
Yes, it is.
Count is 0-1.
Yeah, Danny making a good point. If he could just hit it in the gap here, King with good speed at first.
And that's in the dirt.
Could come all the way around.
Oh, no, Alexander going down to third, and he made it, although the ball was right between the catcher's legs and he couldn't find it.
Coach Reynolds doing a little preaching over there now, wanting to know, hey, Keith King, why weren't you at second? My runner came to third. But Keith King kind of in a tough predicament there because you got to make sure the runner goes. And then when you do know he goes, it might be too late for you to make it. So I understand both points there.
1-1 count here to Towery. And the pitch thrown away, and runner coming home. He's going to score.
On this one.
It's a one-run ball game. King down to second.
Unbelievable, Milton.
Wild as they come.
Sends one to second, and Alexander comes in to make it 15-14 on that wild pitch.
And it's 2-1 on Towery, and now base hit in the outfield ties us up most likely. Just saw a bunch of power trucks, about 4 deep, lined up at the stoplight heading down 150 west. They were going west.
Well, you wonder if they've already been over to Lincoln County maybe and done some work, or if they're headed the other way. Who knows? I do know there was issues in Lincoln County for sure. I don't know about anywhere else.
Here's the 2-1 pitch to Towery, and it's called a strike.
Fooled him a little bit, broke back in on the corner.
All right, Dalton got to be ready. Cherryville down our last strike here. Trying to make a comeback here. It's 15-14. Mr. Sparky House Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard in the bottom of the ninth with 2 out and deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at second. 1-run game here. Towery trying to tie it up here. Towery asked for time. Dalton Towery steps back in. The right-handed hitter waits. Brandon Bridges pitch. And it's a ground ball to the second baseman. Second baseman's got it. Throw to first.
Got him.
In time. And Cherryville.
You see the first baseman made sure
his foot was on the bag that time. 4-3 put out on Towery. And that'll do it. But what a game tonight.
Yes, it
15-14 final score. And I'm winded right now. I got kind of excited there. 29 total runs in the game tonight. And I don't know how many hits. We'll figure it all up. Have our Cherryville Printables post-game show coming up. The 9th inning summary for Cherryville. 1 run on no hits, 1 error, 1 left. And the final, Gastonia 15, Cherryville 14. Cherryville falls to 1-4. Gastonia improves to 3-5. Cherryville's on the road tomorrow night at Caldwell County. We'll be on the radio with you tomorrow night. But stay tuned now for the Cherryville Printables post-game show coming up.
You would want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, the 2013 Dodge event is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Coming now for some great deals on the new 013 Dodge models, including the new 2013 Dodge Dart, starting at $15,995. Or lease a new 2013 Dodge Dart for $149 per month for 24 months. Or how about the new 2013 Dodge Charger, starting at $25,995. Or lease it for only $269 per month. See Abernathy for all the detail. Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln. You would want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today. Carolina Care Center strives to provide quality care and promote an excellent quality of life. They now offer Carolina Care Cottages. All Carolina Care services are now available to cottage residents on an outpatient basis. Cottage residents have priority to beds if need at Carolina Care Center. The 2-bedroom cottages are fully equipped. Reserve your new home today by calling 704-435-4161. Carolina Care, offering a standard of excellence. Let their family take care of your family today at Carolina Care Center. It's time to jump in. Jump in and cool off with a dip in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with a new Husqvarna zero-turn tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln.
What are some of the greatest moments in sports? For me, I think of the basketball games in my uncle's driveway when I was a kid. He wasn't just my uncle, he was a friend. When he died, his funeral allowed me to share what he meant to me. It was a meaningful funeral for a life worth celebrating. As a member of the National Funeral Directors Association, the staff at Carpenter's Funeral Home understand the importance of creating a meaningful funeral service for a life worth celebrating. For more information, call Carpenter's Funeral Home at 704-435-6711. Carpenter's Funeral Home, excellence in cremation and funeral services.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
Shane Calloway invites you to see Cherryville Printables for your sports embroidery, screen printing, and promotional items. Plus, if you're a member of a sports team, the new Cherryville Printables sells uniforms and sporting good apparel, including New Era and Flex Fit hats. Plus name brand apparel including Nike, Augustus, Holloway, Ashworth, Adidas, Carhartt, and Dry Duck. And they can personalize any item. And be sure to ask about their special fundraiser
on KTZBroadcasting.com. That was Freddie Farley and Andre Bush and Josh Collins. But we're here for the post-game show, and we almost had one of those miracle comebacks here, David, that over the years you've seen Cherryville High School and Legion do time and time again here at this ballpark. But just one run short tonight, 15-14 the final score.
And even called a break there in the last inning with the first baseman not being on the bag, which is, usually take a Cherryville Post 100 team takes advantage of stuff like that. But this seemed like maybe ran out of gas tonight. As you mentioned earlier, 29 runs on the board, and you just come up one short.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tough outing.
You got that line score? I'll let you tally it up.
Yes, Gastonia the winner tonight, 15 runs on 16 hits. They did commit 3 errors, while Cherryville, 14 runs, 11 hits, and 3 errors by our book. Right.
Yeah.
We always claim to be unofficial.
Unofficial. Did you get winning pitcher and all that?
Well, we were working on that. We I don't want to give the losing pitcher because none of us in here are exactly sure which Cherryville pitcher came in and did suffer that loss. But it would appear that in the 7th inning, Gastonia took the lead in the 6th and took it for good. And we're trying to remember at that time who came in and was the pitcher for Gastonia.
When Cherryville had the 6-run lead, Fitch was on the mound.
Fitch was. That's why we're thinking he might have been the loser. He might have been the losing pitcher. But the winner for Gastonia, believe it or not, looks like it might have been Fox.
Okay. Well, at any rate, that again, unofficial.
Yeah. A lot of arms in that game tonight.
Again, here it's the Cherryville Printables post-game show, and Cherryville falls to 1-4 on the year, and Gastonia improves to 3-5. Cherryville back in action tomorrow night at Caldwell County. We'll be broadcasting on the radio up there. Me and someone, you're not going to be able to make it tomorrow night. Danny can't make it tomorrow night. Josh can't make it tomorrow night. We'll have somebody travel with us up to MS Deal Stadium for broadcast tomorrow evening. I'll be there with
Ben Scully, Chris Berman. We don't know
we'll
yet.
We'll just get somebody. We'll call the network, one of the networks. They're all itching to get on this Post 100
That's right.
broadcast. Well, let's do our Player of the Game awards now. First of all, let's do our Best Fielder Award, brought to you by First Baptist Church and the Creed Coffee House.
Well, when you go 4 hours, nearly 3.5 plus in a game behind the plate, even though it wasn't hot like we talked about, the humidity was still there, and Hunter Jackson back there, and even making a play in that final inning or next to last inning, I thought was no, it was the final. Very important back there behind the plate. He played really good back there and limited the out he made. That kept him out at the plate. That kept the game within 2 runs.
Yeah, he held his ground against a stocky Storm Payne. Payne slid into him hard, and Hunter didn't move an inch and held on to the ball and got to put out at home for the 3rd out of the top of the 9th. So that was a big play.
You don't look at a lot of defense when there's 29 runs, but then again,
well, Hunter always does an excellent job.
He did a real good job right there again.
And he got a workout there tonight by a lot of these pitchers. All right, so Hunter Jackson, our First Baptist Church Creed Coffee House defensive player of the game, our offensive player of the game. And we talked about this in the break there when we were choosing our winners of the awards. The offensive player of the game brought to you by Medical Center Pharmacy.